2020. Oh, we were just recapping kills. It's not been a good 2021 for the players. But welcome to Dungeons and Dragons with Here Be Dragons. My name's Jared. I'll be your dungeon master for today, unless the party decides to DMK.
Yes.
Total
we always do
dungeon
that.
master.
That is true.
Kill.
Can
Wait,
you
we could just
imagine
revolt
just a
and
group
choose
of
someone else?
D&D players running around with no DM? Like,
Well, no, we like insurrection and replace him with someone.
Interesting thought.
Oh.
Yeah, like Lindsay, you're up. Go.
I've literally had nightmares about DMing. Literally.
Well, good news. You don't have a DM yet. If I fall ill, I'll give you the password to my notes. But welcome back. We are playing some Dungeons and Dragons. You did get to listen to a little bit of our sponsors and whatnot. We had some technical difficulties and went a little late, so you get to see those little fun promos a little bit later on our break. If you're tuning in for 2021 and starting off fresh because your new year is an outlook of let's get more Dungeons and Dragons in my life, we are coming to a close on our season 4, but we will be starting a season 5 in a couple weeks. So you'll catch some of the tail end of the season. Catch us on podcasts. That's the one thing I'm going to say right now. Take a look at the podcasts because, or take a listen to the podcast because we have a lot going on in this the whole series here. Other than that, players. Oh, let's talk about one other thing. Quickly, social. What's going on our social? Who wants to chime in with that?
Coffee?
Garth, Nathan, go.
Thank you. There's a giveaway happening right now. It has some caffeinated kobold. You pick what brew you want. So if you're like, I need that double espresso type life, extra caffeine, boom, it's there. You need just a regular old blend, a nice tavern blend, boom, it's there. But then we also have a giveaway from our brand new sponsor. Do we have the shortcut to our sponsor on that one yet? Because I know we got all the others.
I don't have that added to our Streamlabs,
TBD,
but
to be done.
Take a look at encounter.plus or Encounter Plus on the Mac App Store or the iOS App Store. It's Apple friendly right now, not so much the rest of the world. Sorry, everyone who's on Windows and Android and all that. But it's a little niche market, but we're giving away a year subscription to their premium features. If you have an Apple device, go download it now. It's free. You can get a lot of their features and then be hyped for potentially winning the premium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you can't find the link, just go to their Instagram. The link is in their profile for Encounter Plus.
And it's on our profile because we're giving stuff away. So go share,
we're
follow.
giving it away.
Very true.
So, otherwise, let's hop into some fun and games. I believe we were left on top of a hill, just outside of a marsh, set up our wonderful friend Linus to camp for the evening. As this party had retired into the tent for the night, their druid friend had flown away on his little mechanical bird as he transformed into a spider. Yes, a mechanical bird with a druid who transformed into a spider. Listen to our past
Wait, it is
stuff.
a metal spider bird, right?
It is a metal.
Well, the bird
bird.
is the bird.
Well, the spider is a human that turned into a spider.
I have a metal spider.
Yeah, humanoid.
You know, I'll just go to the
Yes.
podcast. I'll catch up that way.
Yeah, the podcast.
That's the only way.
That's the only way. And he flew off, but he left our party a bit of protection for the evening. And as the sun rose up over the marsh and the fog lay heavy down the hill, the sun peeks into the flaps of the tent as they blow with a light breeze, mixed with fresh and stagnant air that kind of comes in and permeates the pillow fort of Linus. Now, the sun is just now coming up and kind of cracks through and comes across a couple of the party's faces as they're sleeping, causing them to feel a little bit more awake.
Good morning.
Grabs pillow, covers face.
I probably grab that pillow and cover my face too, from her.
Or it's probably a goblin though, right? So it's probably like
It doesn't make noise, but it is flailing around a little bit. It dumped the plate of pastries that it had waiting for you.
No! Mage hand, pick them up. 5-second rule.
You're able to recover 2.
That's all I need. They come over to me with my mage hand.
I feel like this goblin would at this point become accustomed to just being the morning face pillow.
He looks a bit cleaner than some of the other ones. He must be new to their fold today. He got promoted.
Or laundered.
Ari will sit up and look around. Java.
The small pillow goblin that usually greets you with Java walks up and he puts his little head down and shakes back and forth. Apparently their supply had run low over this trip.
Oh no!
I roll back over.
How? I'm so sorry to. Oh my! Have you ever thought of just sugary things in replacement? Actually, if we have any apples, I have heard that can give you just as much energy as a cup of coffee.
Somebody lied to you.
No, it's just. Look, it's not. Okay.
Teary-eyed, Ari will start picking up pastries from the floor, brushing them off, and sitting there eating them in her bed, looking very depressed.
As you're picking them up, Astro grabs one and runs off and sits in a corner and gnaws on it a little bit.
It has just dawned on Garth that he left a child behind in a town with a hellhound. That's on the opposite side of a fey-infested forest. But he's not going to share that with the group. It's just one of those like, oh, right.
To be fair, this child has been pretty much everywhere, alone or with a
Goblin, which is now trapped inside your sword.
Yeah.
Rumil will take care of it, I'm sure.
Thadric sits up, hair all disheveled and everywhere, looks around, takes in the scene of Garth picking up pastries from the floor, and just kind of looks around. Why is there even a morning? And it just plops back down.
More of a night owl, Thadric?
Yeah, I'm surprised you don't have some pithy quote about how mornings make...
Well, if you want a pithy quote, if you look for light, you can often find it. But if you look for the dark, that's all you will ever see.
Yeah, that's what I expected. Okay, we gotta get to town and get some Java resupplied.
Yes,
Or
that.
like, save those statues, maybe?
Well, that's the town we're aiming for anyway. It's kind of a 2 birds, 1 stone.
Oh, because the town is...
The town is
Stone.
constantly turned to stone, and I'm
Right.
pretty sure that's the name of it a little bit. Maybe? Stone?
Constantly turned to stone?
Stonehaven?
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Stonehaven.
I did it!
You
I'm
remember
trying
the
to
thing.
think
1 gold star.
outside of
Does that mean
the
inspiration?
sword. Outside of the sword, did I have anything else I needed to fix? I feel like there was another item, but I can't remember what it was.
Valari, did you have anything that needed
No, he
fixing?
made Astra's leg, and that was all I needed.
Yes.
Oh, that's what the other one was. Yeah.
Yeah,
You did do that.
Oh, wait.
And that was
a couple nights back.
Sorry, I'm going to roll my portent numbers. I always forget that. Good morning. Hey, Jared, 1 for me, 1 for you.
Sweet, 20 and 20. Thank you.
Nah.
No.
Oh, geez.
it's 2 10s. You both fail.
It's a mediocre roll, regardless.
I'll never tell. I will tell when the time comes.
I expect so.
So I grab my gear and shuffle out the door of the tent. Just like that. Nathan's shuffling, for those who can't tell by the shoulder shimmy.
It looks like shimmying.
It is a little. It's a shimmy
You
shuffle.
can't see my my shoes and what my
You're
feet
not wearing
are.
shoes.
Wearing moccasins at the moment, like technically, like in
What
world,
kind of
I'm wearing
halfling wears
shoes.
shoes?
So back to the story we're telling.
Yeah. How are you halfling shuffling across the floor? Are you building up static then? Is that what's going on?
Oh, okay. So if Garth were a chaotic character, he'd walk over to Volari and build up static and shock her, and then see what wild magic happened. But
I
lawful Garth
tried that last episode. It did not go well.
didn't go well. Garth would also probably then die. So
That's how the tent blew up and they all died.
yeah. But I think, I mean, we are all agreed, yes, that that we are to head to the town and save it with the gemstone and hope the Eladrin, right, will not
The
come after.
gemstone we don't have,
Exactly. Good girl. Yes.
so we should
Did
probably
you see? Did you see
find the
how I was-
gemstone.
What? Yeah, we need to go find that gemstone first.
And some unicorn butt hair.
We're not
Right.
gonna.
We're done with that.
We're not like we're agreed. We're not gonna help those guys, right?
But like, if a unicorn walks past,
Well, then we'll grab some mane, yo. But other than that, I don't know. I feel like the kids are saying it. I feel like I heard Barth say that. Just grab some mane, yo.
Don't say that again.
Jared, do the thing where that becomes a quote now.
yeah, got it. Got it.
Thanks.
And here comes a clip from Penguin Witch Doctor.
Thank you.
Good to see all of you. Thank you for joining in. This is an interesting start to our episode. Anything else the party would like to do before hopping out into the wild?
I'm outside waiting for them to get their act together.
Ari, you forgot half your stuff. You're not yourself. Come grab. Do you want?
I said
Garth, come-
I grab my things.
I know, but it's just funnier if I have. I'm just saying, like you did say, you're not the same without coffee. So, and I've literally seen without coffee.
Let's see. She missed one boot.
Okay, I grabbed that boot. Ari, one of your feet. It's cold.
My feet are attached.
If I were a chaotic neutral character, I'd brew some mud and give it to her. But
Well, good thing you're not.
I'm not.
Yep.
If I knew how to brew mud, that's actually a really good idea.
I put on my other shoe and then tap my foot.
Hey everyone, Ari doesn't seem to be happy. Perhaps we should move along at a rather quick pace. Also, town to save, and all that. Yes, best to be on the move. If I remember correctly, we took care of the coven of witches that was following us, but some sort of mechanical creatures or beasts, they were on our tail as well. Maybe best to keep moving so as not to get caught.
Do we know the direction of the town?
You'll be to the south.
South.
Isn't it on the other side of the woods?
You have a little bit of woods to get through, yes, but not a long stretch. The woods that you do have to get through are back down this hill, and then you'll be out on the road. And as you recall, flying down in your bird form, you did see there was one little stretch of woods to get through on the road where you had met the librarian a few days prior.
Oh. Right.
So it's mostly open road except for this little stretch now and a little bit later.
But
Man,
with any
it
luck,
feels like it was 3 months ago.
it probably was. It was, wasn't it? Oh yeah, it was. That was October. Wow, time is weird.
Yeah.
So southward. Ari is ready.
Shake out Linus, fold them up, put them on my pack.
Wait, did everyone exit the tent?
When
As-
they leave.
It throws you out. We've learned that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did not say when they leave.
Okay,
though.
great. Then fine.
All-
You're taking too long.
just
I
got
will take the blanket and throw them out.
Ari does pick up the blanket as the rest of the party is shuffling to the door, and Astro comes shooting out first with the last little bit of biscuit in his mouth that he slurps up as he slides across the dirt. Valari is able to kind of tuck and roll, and Thadric just lands square on his feet, but backwards, facing a different direction from the rest of the group.
I just look up and go, whoa.
Found the light.
Good job. That must have been what you were looking for.
Yeah.
What a lovely start to our day. You know, I believe the Grand Wizard Valerius Monte Carlo.
I start walking.
I'm waiting to hear
I
what the
stick
Grand
right
Wizard
with
has
Garth
to say.
because I want to hear the story.
Yes.
Like, I'm not paying attention, but I want Garth. I'm just nodding and smiling, and like every 13th word or something, I'll repeat back to him, just to show that I'm interested.
Well, yes. Valerius, I believe he was the one who actually found the cantrip of light. He, through his constant study, realized the ease of creating it, and so I believe that quote may be derived from his work. And I will continue on and on until. So,
We must hear all of this.
all right, here we go. I will
2
improvise.
hours.
I will improvise a monologue here, if we wish. And Valerius was a grand wizard indeed.
Biscuit.
Your monologue comes across nicely. The group mostly hears you, but doesn't really pay attention to all of it. They hear Valerius, light, to the point where they understand that Valerius and light are hand in hand. But you feel good about your speech and that you've taught the group something. And as you're walking, you pass a couple travelers as you're making your way through the edge of the wood. We do see a few new faces here, or returning faces to chat. Hello, welcome. You guys have joined us in this. Gary Bones walks past and waves, says hi as you're all doing your thing.
I hear
And
from the jungle, Gary Bones!
Hello!
as you're getting towards the edge of the wood, the flora and fauna seem to be a bit different here. The leaves should have been blowing in the breeze have stopped, and the birds chirping and the general rustle of wildlife in the forest area. General rustle, yes, the general rustle of wildlife is quieted. It's almost silent at this point. Just ahead, about 20, 30 feet down the road, you're able to see the exit of the trees. But the eeriness stops you all in your tracks briefly.
Can I stealth up? I just want to look to the group and go, shh, and then try and go stealthy.
Yeah.
My sweet disadvantage rolls because I'm fully armored.
All right.
It is a 17. I lost a natural 20, guys.
Oh, wow.
Ooh. Well,
Yeah, you had that 28 for a second. Popped up.
Did.
your 17 does let you sneak as quietly as you can, fully armored. Clink, clank, clink, clank, clink, clank, clink, as you're rustling up. Whatever you do believe to be there doesn't seem to take notice. What you do see is, as you're walking forward, there's some strange footprints in the softness of the dirt that seem to be paced about, as if one or multiple creatures had walked through here. The footprint is somewhat the size of a human or elf foot, but the problem with it is there's some sharp edges to it. The heel comes to almost a triangular point on a few of the footprints. The toes seem to be 2 or 3 large, like square, flat pieces instead of toes.
But it's laid out like
Somewhat
like a
human
regular foot, not like a
Mhm.
bird footprint or anything.
No, it looks somewhat like a humanoid foot.
Okay.
You can tell as you've looked at it that it does seem bipedal. That there's a lot put into where the heel of this thing might be as you've seen them kind of walking forward, and that's what you notice as you're stealthing forward, that something non-human has been through here recently.
May I roll perception, or perhaps Cedric would mention the footprints?
I
If
would
not, I can roll
point because I'm trying to be stealthy.
point.
Yeah.
He
I
points.
probably point at the ground and then point at my foot and then point at the ground. And then do this thing.
Noting the oddities of the foot to begin with, Garth would be looking for anything implying a mechanical beast, such as in the footprint, is there a mark similar to a rivet or a screw head shape?
You do notice that there's a few little pock marks there that could be a piece of a mechanical beast, a connector or a joint of some sort.
A pock upon me for a clumsy hand.
Well then, I would be like, Garth would say, everyone, this may be one of those mechanical beasts we were told about. Yes.
As you're taking a look at the footprint, Astro does get his nose into one of the imprints, and then looks up, and then bristles, and then just kind of looks around about 15 feet up into the trees, and then looks around lower. He starts to catch scents, potentially of metallic or other, that might match the prints.
Does anyone else wish we had a druid who knew heat metal right now? Anyone? Raise a hand.
Wait, did you say allergic to metal?
That knows heat metal.
That knows heat metal.
Oh, I mean, I'm not a
He-
druid.
But he does stuff with metal, right?
Oh wait, yes.
You've got
Can
like
you do
a
that
team
one?
of blacksmiths in front of you, man. There's like 7 of us in this group.
In the group of 4 and a dog, there's 7 blacksmiths.
Now, did
No
I
one
take?
said that Cedric does math.
All right, let us proceed cautiously and quickly. And I will start looking through my spell list.
All right, I need everyone to make a perception who didn't sneak forward. So, Valari, Ari, Garth, and I'll roll one for Doggo.
Boom! 22, yo!
Okay,
We said perception.
perception, yes.
16.
16.
17.
17, and we have a 17 on the doggo. So all of you do notice a twig fall down right in front of you, as if it came from a tree branch just above. And as you look up, you see a cloaked figure drop down, and with a mechanical clank, he lands only a couple feet in front of you. Reaches up and pulls his hood back, and you see a face that looks like a bunch of metal and stone plating makes up almost a humanoid figure. There's no hair, but there's some paint across the top of the head and some streaks. And then there's a bit of rust coming down from one eye socket. And it steps forward and looks at the group silently and raises 2 of its mechanical hands as to not attack. I am meaning you no harm. My designation is 2. I am from the group R883. We are a roaming group that once lived on a nearby island. You have something of great power in your possession.
What was
What's
the
it doing
designation
now?
group again?
Designation R883. And your stealth, sir, is impeccable for the metallic armor you have been wearing.
I smile at him and look to Garth, like, cast the spell, or like.
Garth would say, yes, I know. I'm highly powerful, but no one's really in possession of me. So what did you want to do with me? And I look at the group and I'm like, wink, wink.
We are here to seek some of the power which you carry.
No, sorry.
Do you know what you have in your possession?
Yeah, I have a explorer's pack,
Mm-hmm.
and I have a dark blue cloak, a piece of paper with an eye drawing on it that I've had for months and probably don't need anymore.
Yes.
Is one of you less sassy and would be able to answer questions? Which is the leader? Metallic Stealth Man?
I've got a
We're
little bag of
democracy.
sand you could have.
We run pretty democratically.
Look, this power you speak of, what do you need of it?
We are trying to rebuild our population, as you would call it. We are trying to rebuild civilization for the Forge.
Okay, but we're trying to bring a city out from under a curse. So, how about you come with us?
Do you need the power of 7 worlds in order to take care of that curse?
TBD, friend.
Possibly.
We were told grab the stone.
I
And
mean,
then I heard from the boy to every now and then just grab some mane, yo. But I don't know if that one applies here.
I said don't say that one again.
I pull my hammer out and start twirling it, like one-handed, be like, Forge, you say?
Yes.
Well, maybe
and
we could, like, go after we help these people. Then we can help you people.
judging by the way you handle your hammer, sir, we could use your skills in the Forge to rebuild and repair.
What happened to you guys?
He stands up and puts a hand up and makes a mechanical clink snap. And as he does that, in the brush from a few sides, a few more of his number stand up, equally dressed in very poor robing, and a few walk up to him. I will let Designation 3 and Designation 9 tell you a bit more. And he steps backwards, and one of the hoods comes back. You notice that this creature is built a bit more of stone, and the second hood comes back, and that one's built a bit more of wood, very finely crafted. And the wooden one speaks up. Well, to be quite short in our story, we were a force that occupied multiple regions in the central island of Nefa. Nefa is where a catastrophe happened multiple years prior. With this, we were on a mission of assassination, and we were stranded. Our orders were cut short as the catastrophe had happened, and we no longer have anywhere to be. We have rebuilt a settlement on the remaining portion of Nefa, and we wish to return there to build it better. With the power of said item in your possession, we should be able to restore multiple forges and continue our survival.
If you're so sure of what we have, why do you keep calling it said item? Why don't you just say what it is?
The stone creature leans forward. We lost many a member in the tower. There were over 50 of us in our party. Now there are only 9. We cannot describe said item because, from our reports, it was handled by great evil and took many shapes.
So you guys were assassinating people and taking over islands, and you want us to give you a stone that we intend to use for good so that you can go about killing more people and
We were not taking over islands. We were performing our duties as part of the Royal Guard. A few hundred years ago, it did mean assassinations between some of the royal families. in order to gain power and land, yes, but we ourselves have no control of that.
What makes you think we even have the stone?
Well, judging by the creatures that we have fought, the stone does bring the best and the worst of the world after it. We have heard that previous worlds this tower had been to were all but decimated, and this morning we had lost 4 of our number, bringing us down to 9 as we had fought a Hydra. That's just one of the few creatures that have awoken.
So you're admitting the stone is here, but why do you think we have it?
Because the reports of the battles of the battlefield did say that there was a small group, a tiefling, a very short humanoid who played with a magical hand quite a bit, a very loud, rambunctious axe swinger, such as the one that you carry, and a metallic-wielding sorcerer man that shot pure metal. And we wanted to see that for ourselves, but we could not get into the tower as this quote-unquote group had.
Why are we a quote-unquote group? I think we're a pretty legitimate group.
So you do admit that you are the group that had made it in the tower.
At that, I want to look at Valari.
Fine, we have the rock, but we're not giving it to you because it's going to help our friends stop being stone. If you want it, you can come with us. Final offer.
I want to look back to Valari and be like, we don't even have a group name.
Yeah. I got nothing.
Is that a thing? Is that a thing?
Yeah.
We're us. We don't need to.
But then, like, we'll talk about this later.
Yes.
I want to hear more about these assassinations before I, like, trust these guys.
How many do I see around me? 9? Do I see all 9?
You do count all 9. There's the 3 that are up in the front, and then the other 6 are kind of standing in the back in a rank and file.
5 on 9.
So we have 2 and 3 and 9. Do you guys just switch designations when somebody dies, or is somebody here like 45?
We had designations provided to us by our previous commanders, and after we had lost contact with the main island, we have redesignated ourselves. It was 1 through whatever the number may be, and at that point, our number grew and shrank briefly as we absorbed a few of the other traveling groups from our island. Today, you see our numbers stay as we have reassigned. We have lost number 1, we have lost number 2, 4, 6, 7,
But aren't you
8.
number 2?
I thought there was.
Sorry, we had lost number 1, number 4, number 6, 8, 7, and plenty of other numbers, including 13, 15 through 20, 22 through 29, 31 through 74.
That'll do.
Well, number 2, I'm not going to beat around the bush here anymore. We don't have what you're looking for. So this whole conversation is kind of pointless.
Number 2 steps forward. Where is this item, then? The tower had exploded.
Yep.
And if you were the party within,
Yep.
where did you place it?
We never had it.
Well, in which case, caution you, whatever you are scheming, if you do have it, you will face many dangers. If you do not have it, there are many dangers up ahead, searching for the same thing we are.
So you're screwed with the stone, we're screwed without the stone. I don't see why that's... I mean...
Cedric.
Metal Man, or what is your designation, sir?
Well, this is Jared to Jared.
Jared to Jared.
Because
Jared's,
I'm from this realm. Can I do a history check on these things?
Yeah, totally. And you'll get a advantage on that because you're from the realm.
It's either a 19 or a 3.
Good thing you had advantage.
Yeah, so you remember as a boy, you grew up and you heard your grandfather telling stories of the many mechanical and stone creatures known as the Warforged, who had lost their way after the catastrophe on Nefa. And the catastrophe was hundreds of years ago, so as much as your grandfather had filled you in, he didn't have the explicit details. But he did tell you stories of fighting a few small skirmishes with these guys.
As in against or on the side of?
On their side.
Okay.
With them, as a dragon had attacked a local town, and they had been passing through to find a few smaller craftsman pieces. They were looking for a diamond, and then he told it as a ruby, and then he told it as a pile of rubies at one point. So you don't know quite sure what they were looking for, but you remember the story became more and more fantastical, but your grandfather spoke pretty highly of them. He didn't tell you anything about their designations or their group numbers or whatever it may be. So you aren't sure if this is a group that your grandfather had met or what.
Okay. I'll hold on to that knowledge to share
There you go.
in private later.
So, compatriots, Valari has said what she has said, and so she has said it. Now, when it comes to the stone itself, you say that one would not need all of it to remove a curse. I don't know that to be true myself, but if you were to take the stone, could it even be broken? Would not that lead to the release of an immense amount of power and energy? Wouldn't that be highly dangerous and volatile?
There are ways that we can break it, said the stone creature as he steps forward. There are magical ways that we have been researching. One of them requires 6, and then the hand of one of the others, the wooden, gets right in front of this one's face. There are ways that we may harness this stone from our research. We may be able to adjust it into shapes, sizes, pieces, but we do not wish to share them with you. If it does explode, we don't want that to be on our conscience.
So, how about you tell us what the stone looks like, and then we can find it?
Well, if you don't know what the stone looks like, I would caution you to not go searching for it. The
Is this
Hydra
it?
had...
You just said it was an
down-
issue.
I reached down and pick up a rock. Is this it?
That is a stone. Very astute. Not
I'm
the
gonna
stone.
reach into a belt pouch and pull out one of the purple metallic crystal shards that we got from the explosion crater and be like, I found this thing. This might be what you're looking for. You can have it.
The wooden warforged pulls his hands back. The stone one puts his hand out. I do not touch such items. It did cause damage in the past. And he pulls back the cloak and shows the thigh. The wooden plate that he had over his thigh has a nice singe across it with a purple glow. It seems to have reacted badly in my pouch and caused scarring. The stone takes the purple stone. I can survive said scarring. And he opens another pouch on his belt, and you see a bunch of small purple glowing stones in there. And he seems to be the one safekeeping them.
So that's not it then.
Nope. Just pieces that fell off the tower.
Can I roll an insight just over this entire thing? I want to
Yeah.
see if their intentions are good or bad.
Yeah.
Well, they're robots, so there's not a lot of facial expressions to read.
What is your number?
13.
13. You are correct. There aren't a lot of facial expressions to read, but you do notice that the group behind the ones that are talking to you seem to have no like stance in guard. There's swords at their hip. There's weaponry on their backs, but they're not touching that in the least. One of them actually seems to be just kind of kicking a pebble around with his foot, idly waiting. So from what you can tell from that, the group isn't anxious to charge you or take you out for any reason, even though the leaders are believing you're in possession.
Well, that's nice.
So,
Well, if you wish to go search for the stone, good luck. We will continue the search ourselves. Where is it that you will be camping if we must meet?
Tell us what the stone looks like, and then we can tell you where to find us.
As we had said, the report said it came in many shapes, sizes, and malleable nature. The evil that was in control of it was able to do what it wished. So, we do not have an exact of what the stone may have looked like when said group had removed it from the tower, causing its destruction.
Well,
Then
then
how do you know it was in any of these stones that we just showed you? If you don't know what it looks like, how do you know what it is when you do see it?
Well, one knows great power, and also, number 5 here has been collecting those purple rocks everywhere, and he has tested every single one of them, and none of them are powerful.
well, like my
Just-
grandpa used to say, with great power comes a lot of responsibility.
a lot of
A lot.
really.
Yeah.
Come on, you were right there.
You give me what you expect. So when you find
You
it,
didn't change it that much.
there's
My grandfather said, with great power comes great explosions.
sometimes that too. You can find us in Stonehaven. If you want to actually help people, come there.
I
If we-
did note Stonehaven is to the south of here. We
Mhm.
will potentially find you there if we see the creatures moving that direction as well.
What
The
creatures?
The Hydra.
Well, yes. The old one in the back does say the Hydra. That's one of the least of your fears.
What did you just call me?
think
I've not been given the horned one. I've not been given designations.
It's Vilari. I back away 30 feet.
Valari, apologies on your misdesignation there. Please roll.
Yeah.
You're rude. That was rude.
I was gonna say she's gotta roll on wild magic now.
He could have
Wild
said
magic.
the lady in the back, the I got oh you said you said not that.
20.
I'm like an 8. I could have gone with it. 38.
38.
So rude.
I have backed away 30 feet.
Please re-roll. This is definitely not what we need to run with here.
72.
Perfect. That's much better, I hope. Yes.
Unicorn?
Valari, you feel a surge of power,
Of course.
and in that surge of power, you look down and you kind of see like almost a ripple under your skin, and as it ripples, you think you see it turn to scale briefly and then turn back. You've seen this one before.
Yeah.
It did flare up this way a few years back when you were being chased by a few bullies just before you left your town that you were in. And when they came up to hit you, they actually broke knuckles as they punched you. So you remember this doing something about really beefing up your capacity of resistance.
Okay.
I won't tell you the exact details. You know that you had this for a handful of minutes. You don't know exactly either. So if you do wish now to start punching people,
Could she also snooze it? Does she have that opportunity?
I think you can retroactively snooze this one if you wish. But as before, the snooze comes back kind of when it wants to.
Yeah.
That's true. Yes.
I don't really need it right now, and since you're gonna let me, I'm gonna hit that pocket
Retroactively
watch.
snooze it. Okay. So as you feel that ripple down your hand, you grab the pocket watch and clench it tight, and you see that ripple go right into the pocket watch. And now it shows just kind of a shield floating on the pocket watch.
And I imagine that even though I'm like, he can tell I'm clearly irritated, I'm sure, right? And I've already said that was so rude, but now he sees like this like glitter in my eye,
Oh yeah.
and
That would be
my fist clenched, and there's a glint. That's funny.
Lucas Martinez, you did join in at the right time. There's been some banter, but no death yet. Soon enough. For those of you who are joining in as well, we do have below me, it says anonymous down there. That is a health bar. You can knock that down by tips, bits, follows, subs, etc. And whoever becomes the new hype boss gets to assign a D20 to the table, or to someone at the table.
natural 20.
Yeah, natural 20. Meaning, instead of rolling a 20 at some point, they can just say, that's a 20, and roll with it. Well, not roll with it.
Not roll.
That's our little fun thing you can do to engage with the game. We do read through chat, so hi and welcome. Now, you guys are engaged in the last little bit of this conversation, it seems. Designation 2 steps forward. I do not wish to belabor any more of this. We will see you in Stonehaven if the evil follows you. But beware, like we said, a Hydra is still on the roam. It did demolish some of our party. Good luck.
Yeah,
Quick
we
question.
survived worse.
Yes.
Approximately how many heads did it start with, and how many heads did it end with?
Well, it was engaged with 4 glowing beings. It had demolished 2 of these glowing beings and had 4 heads when they had started the battle, and now it is 9 heads.
We all have 4 heads.
Well said, Patrick.
There are 9 heads on this last we had seen.
These glowing people, were they with you?
No, they were on the road, seemingly in search of something as well.
And was it kind of like a fire? Was it like a fire-like glowing?
It was a glow that was unnatural for most humanoids.
Okay.
Bye.
Good luck on your travels. And he turns and steps into rank and steps just to the front. The 8 fall in order in 4 pairs, and they walk into the forest from where you had come.
See you never.
Well, that's disconcerting. Let's go.
That was annoying, is what it was.
Look, here's the thing. We've gotten many a group that wants to do good with what we know about. But I think we're all hesitant to trust them. There are many, and I think these alike do want to do good with what they have, but saving a civilization. But giving them the power outright is... Look, we are all hesitant. We are all on a mission. We all have reasons to distrust anyone who comes near us. But I do think if the whole stone is not needed for what is needed in Stonehaven, then perhaps they would be a good group to give it to.
First things first.
We have to find it first.
Yes. Yes, that.
in halfling to Garth, I want to be like, is she serious, or
We don't have it, right?
We have it.
No, we do have it. Did you not realize you were speaking honestly this whole time?
What?
We totally have it. We've had it for days. Where have you been? Garth reaches into his Garth looks around, reaches into his bag and kind of just lifts up the lip of the bag and just flashes a little purple, and then stuffs it back down under a couple books.
I genuinely don't remember us acquiring this.
oh, good. I thought I was going crazy.
I thought you were just lying.
Wait,
to
hold
us.
up.
No, I genuinely don't remember us acquiring this.
Garth looks around. He's like, "Have I been that good at lying recently? I don't know if I should get used to this. I've just been trying to protect it. But goodness me, I'm getting good. I like it." I'm gonna add +2 to my my deception. Just
Why
kidding.
stop it too?
And you're going to get -2 to another stat, and I will choose randomly which that is.
Okay.
Level.
What? Did you just say -2 level?
Constitution would go down by 2 if you wish to increase.
Wait. What? Okay, fine. No, but it feels like he has a +2 to deception. And so he's working with that confidence.
Hey, I mean, in Dungeons and Dragons, you can either let the dice talk or you can do the talking. So there you go. You pulled it off, Nathan.
Perfect.
As we're walking, I want to relay the information of the stories that Grandpapa told us around the warm glow of the forge when we were wee childrens, about the war forged fighting on the side of man for things and stuff.
Okay, so I guess maybe we could trust them.
I mean, I still don't like this assassination thing, but
Sounds kind of like Hephaestus, but that's just me.
Did anyone else here sounds kind of like asbestos?
Yes, that's what
I heard a pesto.
Hephaestus? But now I can't even say the
Hephaestus.
now I can't even say the
Yes.
right name.
A Greek god.
Hephaestus.
Ah, it's pronounced
What?
Oedipus.
I've heard it multiple ways.
It's pronounced. Let's keep rolling. As you're having this conversation, the road goes up and down a few little hills, and you reach the hill just before what you believe to be the small forest that you needed to go through, where you met the librarian prior. But as you get to the top of the hill, you look down, and just before the forest is a small. It's not even a lake. It's kind of almost a pond. It's a mild, small body of water. In that body of water, you see a couple large heads kind of bobbing and splashing. And then they come stomping out of the water. And what you seem to see come flying out of one of the heads is a boat that crashes into the ground. You're about 150 feet out or so you're able to not get a full picture. It goes stomping forward, and you do see that it's going towards, it seems to be a couple small homes, and it does go and smash into the first home and obliterate it. It only took one of the heads to smash into that building, but it was running away from the road at this point, so it hadn't seen you yet. If you wish to be seen, you may engage with it. If you don't, you may try to sneak around it. But yes.
Do we hear screams of innocence?
The best you can tell, potentially, because this thing is making quite the ruckus with its 9 heads growling and snapping and snarling and crashing into things. You do hear just a mess of noise.
Do we see any people?
From the water, you don't, but you assume there was potentially someone on that boat. And the houses get obliterated, so if there are people, they're in the wreckage.
I hate to be that guy. If you all want to continue on, I understand. Garth would kind of like take the bag off of his shoulder and hold it out. But I am going to at least distract it. All right then. Okay. Wait. I may actually have this one.
Okay.
I will walk towards the Hydra.
Just Garth?
I mean, I'll go with him, but not in front of him
Okay.
because he's clearly.
I'm gonna be
thinking something.
whoa. I got this, yo. I'm going
Stop
to
saying yo.
I'm going
It
to
makes me uncomfortable.
cast. I'm going to say to my circlet of Oneth, now I will turn invisible.
Okay.
I will run forward, get 60 feet away from the creature,
Okay.
and I will turn uninvisible as you get a 9 on the dice
Okay.
for a, what is the save? Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. So there's no bonus on that.
And this giant creature turns into a snail.
Turns into a snail, huh?
And I run up and I pick it up.
And what is the spell that you'd used?
Polymorph.
Okay.
He hates
I
you.
feel like this is a short-term solution to a long-term problem, though.
Look, I gotta take it care of for now.
No,
will
because
never-
we can't do anything to it.
I know, but
We
look,
can.
it lasts for an hour. What we can do is take an hour to think about it at least
And get it away from.
and get it away from people. Maybe what we do is just double back. What if we just doubled back to the Fey part of the forest, dropped it off for the Eladrim, give them something to do for the day, and then go do what we need to do?
Yeah, I was wondering if we don't. I wish we had a bag of holding. I was like, do we have anything that's like other dimensional?
I feel very bad, Jared, for what I just did to you.
I don't.
But I did just use my highest level spell at the beginning of the day.
Yeah. I mean, that's fine. Because, just 1 second here.
There's more bad. I know he's got more bad in his pocket.
So here's the thing. I know the stat block, or I'm familiar roughly with the stat block for a 5e Hydra. And I know they have advantage on a butt ton of saving throws. But I don't know which ones exactly.
But when it comes to for my divination wizard, I get to just say what it is.
Right, but he still has the other half of that advantage, doesn't he?
I don't.
The Hydra in 5e is interesting because it gets a reaction. It gets a reaction per head. It doesn't. I don't think it gets any additional saving throws per head. But it does get a reaction per head, and then it gets an attack per head as well. So with 9 heads, it's got a lot of reactions and a lot of attacks it can make. But I don't think I have anything here about saving throws. But this is a moment that this is a moment. Well, don't, because I need you to make 6 concentration checks.
Police are
Make sure,
coming.
to make sure you can keep that concentration.
They
6
will
of them?
find you.
6, because as you pick up this snail, you hear, "What are you doing to my Hydra?" And 6 magic missiles come flying at you from a small figure who is standing in a little wizard's robe near where you picked the Hydra up.
I hate to do this too,
Yeah?
but as a reaction, if magic missile is cast at me, I can just cast shield.
Okay, perfect.
Shield.
Perfect.
Let me just
Well-
bring those two up.
Garth, you are in battle with this.
I come running, sword and shield
You
out.
guys. We had Thadric go up. Valari, Ari, and Astro were 100 feet out. We are now in battle, so in order to get there, you have at least a single round to get through.
Okay.
Let's see here.
Oh my gosh.
And if
Did not see that coming. Well done.
if you do want to continue this battle and rush in, good luck. If you don't, you're probably better for it.
I don't understand that at all.
As soon as Garth loses concentration, we have death. That's all I'm saying. Which guy do I need?
So I did so much that I'm now probably gonna be last.
Okay. So I'm gonna need people to roll for initiative. Whoever
can do that.
I mean, everyone can roll for initiative, and you can say I'm backing up if you wish, or I'm rushing in. So up next to this Hydra, we have up next to the snail Hydra, we have Garth with.
Oh yes, Garth rolled as low as he can go. I believe my dex is a +3, which means it's a 4.
A 4. Woo! Big numbers. Let's go Ari, because I've got you at the top of the list here.
20.
20. Thadric.
15.
15. Valari.
8.
Okay. And did you roll for Astro?
I did not. I can't
Okay.
really quick.
Yeah. He gets a +3.
That was a 20. So that's a 23.
23. So Astro is first in your group, it looks like. But we will see. Here we go. Starting combat.
Da, 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 da.
Astro is first, and he's standing way in the back and watches this kind of go off, and he's looking around and looking up at Valari, and because Valari is a little bit lower in the turn order, she hasn't given command yet. But we go to... looks like the spellcaster. And this spellcaster screams, and he's about 15 feet out, and looks again at Garth and yells out, "What are you doing to my pet?" And as he does that,
Why is this your pet?
why is that not coming up? Well, 2 seconds as I get my spell up. Working with all of these technologies, it can be painful. All right. And then what level was your polymorph cast at?
It's a 4th level spell.
4th level? Perfect.
Why perfect?
Because he casts Dispel Magic. Any 3rd level or lower is instantly
Counterspell.
dispelled. Counterspell. Perfect.
I mean,
So you
here's the thing.
use. I mean,
as much as I'm annoying Jared right now, he's also getting me to use up every single one of
Yep.
my spell slots.
Yep.
But
So
how many isn't counterspell a reaction?
Yes.
And you've used your reaction to cast shield.
Yes, but now we're
That was
in
pre-initiative.
Now you're in battle.
re-initiative.
So I'll let him burn more spell slots if he wishes, because that's kind of fun.
It's
It's
a-
fun.
It's kind of fun to watch him die.
No, it's kind of fun to watch a wizard go at it with just a staff at some point where he's just clinking for 6 damage.
But also, this is our first ever, just like, really, right now, it's just the 2 of us. It's just a wizard duel. It's just
a wizard's
better
duel. Yep.
Spellcaster.
Yep.
Like, I think it's really cool. I've never done this before. And also,
All right.
I might die.
You might die.
Go.
Ari, it is your turn.
I'm gonna dash, so I'll get 60 feet closer.
Okay, so you're still about 40 feet from the back of Garth,
Great,
and
and
your
I'm gonna
target is
yell,
about 20 feet further.
"Guys, let's go!" Like trying to urge them, like I'm here to give cover, but
Let's go, as in let's
Run.
take him on, or let's...
no,
okay.
like run.
Okay. Thadric, it is your turn. You hear Ari yell behind you.
What is my current range from that?
Your current range is about 25 feet out. You're a little bit behind Garth as this all went down.
From the wizard.
The wizard is actually what seems to be about Garth's size. It looks to be a gnome that he's fighting. Gnomish wizard.
Okay, y'all have seen this before. You see the distinct sparkle of like iron shavings shooting off of an anvil as a bolt of molten metal shoots forth from my finger in a guiding bolt towards this guy at I'm gonna cast it at a 3rd level, because why not?
All right.
So let's see if I hit him. It is a 23 to hit.
Okay.
Speaking as
23
a
to
small
hit.
wizard, that would hit me.
Yeah, 2 seconds here as I calculate a few things going on.
Like the guiding bolt-proof outfit he's wearing.
Yes, exactly that.
Or the massive illusion he's holding on a giant Hydra that doesn't actually exist, and I somehow polymorphed the fake thing.
You found me out. You found me out. It's all fake.
It's all
a movie.
illusion.
It's a movie set, and he just knocked down.
Disbelieve.
I actively counter disbelief.
What?
So that does hit.
Okay, that is gonna do hopefully some good damage.
Come on now.
10d10s.
No, it's like
plus
oh, 3 1s in there. Come on.
5d6.
18 damage.
18 damage.
Do you
Awesome.
have any rerolls left? Oh no,
Not
that's
for
only one.
damage.
It's on a d20.
That'd be nice though.
All right. So you see this metal hit and catch the cloak on fire of this little wizard in battle here.
And then I want to move up closer to Garth, and at the same time I want to yell, "Grab some mane, yo!" Grab some mane, yo!
All right. It is the snail's turn. Does the snail have any saves, or is it just stuck?
I believe. It just lasts for the duration, or until the target drops to 0 hit points.
Okay, so it is just stuck. Perfect. It squirms around a little bit in your bag, and you can feel it kind of moving about, probably starting to slime up or gnaw on one of the pages of your manuscripts.
Yeah.
Valari,
So I'm 100 feet away.
yeah, about.
Okay. And I saw a Hydra, and now there's not a Hydra.
Yeah, you watched it kind of like turn into a sluggy thing and suck down into a small form, and you recognize this as something Garth had done in the past.
Okay, yeah. And then I see Thadric, who used his guiding bolt.
Yes, you see Thadric who uses guiding bolt. You did kind of see some magic missile happening, so you do see another figure that is now kind of smoldering a bit from that magic missile.
Okay,
From the guiding bolt.
So I see that figure.
You do. They're about 100 feet out. You can see this.
Nah, I'll do firebolt.
100 feet out? Yeah, that's 120, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
I'm kind of like, I don't know. I don't want to get into it right now, but okay. 1 second. That's a 14 to hit. And that is 14 damage.
Okay, let me double check that actually does hit. It does not.
Oh, okay.
So the 14 damage just dissipates. All right, Garth, it is
Can I-
your turn.
Kind of walk forward.
Yeah, you can
with
walk forward.
my
You want
movement.
to just want to like stride a little?
Yeah. I
There you
mean,
You can walk all 30 feet.
so Valari's just kind of like, okay, I've seen this happen before. There's a Hydra up there. I know it's not dead. I know it's there. I don't know if it was an illusion. I don't know if Garth made it a snail. I have a feeling. but I don't trust the situation.
All right.
I think
Garth.
Garth is like, why are you destroying homes with a Hydra? Are there any rocks nearby that I can hide behind?
No, there's nothing easy to get to. This was a pretty open plain here, down to the little pond in the homes.
Well, then
You're in grass that is only about 6 or 7 inches tall, so nothing even to.
When
Not
you're
covered, like-
only like 2 feet tall,
Yeah, almost to the knee.
that's a lot.
Almost to the knee.
that's true. I could just lay down and no one would know where I
Where'd
am.
Garth go?
No, I will say I'm going to cast just a firebolt really quick because I realize I'm burning through my spell slots just like this firebolt. So what? So I'll roll
Very
that
tiny.
beautiful beam footage. Total of 17 to hit with a firebolt.
17 to hit with a firebolt. I
Oh
am
my
sorry.
goodness.
Woo woo. P
Sub
Dub
on.
went off on some gifted subs.
I was just
Doesn't-
watching that. It
doesn't
like
hit.
caught me.
Holy cannolis, P-Dub.
A
Thank you
17
for
doesn't-
all of the gifted subs. You are super close, or whoever is super close to becoming the next hype boss. But thank you for tuning in and for hanging out.
Yeah, Sky Lily's got one now. Parawheeler's got one. Fluffy Walrus has one. Gamma's mama. Hey, that's my mama. She just named herself after my brother's channel.
See who she really.
Wow.
So now we know who the favorite is.
Within the circle D&D, welcome. Hey, all
Seriously,
right.
Dragon Mom would be kind of.
The mother of dragons? She could be Khaleesi.
It's probably
She
already
doesn't get
taken.
any of that when I say it out loud.
Thank you. Thank you for all of the subs, everybody.
Yes, but she's... Look.
Okay. It's fine. I haven't watched the Thrones other than one episode.
So Mr. Jared Sarton, what it seemed like in that moment was that you said, sorry, a 17 doesn't hit.
Mhm.
Is that correct?
It is correct.
What the blazes kind of wizard is this? I got a special magic thing and I only have a 15. Well, as my move action, boom, what is it? Parawheeler. Gifting a tier 1 sub to Crag, son of Horus. Get that hype, boss!
Gifts from P Dub and PW.
It's about time Crag had a sub. Just kidding. We love that he comes.
I love that he's here.
Yeah.
Crag is one of those people
right
that tries to go to everyone's streams, and it's great.
He does. He tries
It
to
was just
tune in
an
all the
easy
time.
joke.
It's great.
It was an
Gosh.
easy joke.
Gosh, Lindsay, why are you alienating our fans?
Guys, we have a wizard to kill.
Well,
Yeah.
I think he'll probably challenge you.
Well,
to
now
Fireball.
Parawheeler gets to choose who gets a nat 20 at the table. So
That's true.
There it
And
is.
Wheeler gave another sub to Top
Man.
Down Tabletop. Welcome.
That's a fun name.
That is fun.
Top down.
Parawheeler, you get to call out in chat which of the players or the DM gets the free nat 20 to use.
Sure.
So that's, instead of rolling a d20, they can say that's a crit or that's a 20, whatever it may
Well, you
be.
could also do some damage with that.
I know she could, but I'm the one with a freaking Hydra in my pocket. I
Well,
got
whose choice was that?
You're welcome, BT Dubs.
we could have killed it.
Garth, I will say in that moment, what had happened was you thought that it was going to be a hit, but you did notice it kind of bounced off a glowing bit of kind of floaty armor around that you would recognize as mage armor.
Don't be hasty.
Don't be hasty.
So, there it is. Back to the top of the turn order. Astro is walking next to Valari and barking. And kind
wait.
of like a...
Sorry, I just wanted to note, I think all that stuff came through when I was saying what my movement was going to be.
Yep.
I
you
hide
were walking up.
behind Thadric.
All right. You hide behind
So-
Padrick. Perfect.
It's a bold choice.
Thank you, Parawheeler.
All right. Astro is walking forward and barking. And he
Take care of you.
doesn't do anything more than just kind of stays next to Valari. Now, it's the spellcaster's turn. He backs up a bit,
Oh shoot!
cackles.
Oh
You
shoot!
see his hands go up above his head, and they start to have fire build between.
Counterspell!
And he gets ready to throw this fireball, and as he launches it over his head, it just poofs into smoke up over Garth
I'm so
and
low.
Patrick's heads.
Oh man!
Maybe the gnome is the illusion and the Hydra is the real thing.
If only we had brought our metal friends.
Only you brought your metal detector.
I mean, we don't have anything worth taking.
Ari, it is your turn.
Do I see that somebody gave the nat 20 to quote unquote miss liability?
Yes, you do.
Who is that? Who is Mr. Liability?
I think you know.
I think
so-
they know.
This feels like a good time to use that. So I'm going to take the dash action, and then with my
Okay.
charger feet, I am going to take my. This is not Ari's accent. I'm going to take my sword overhead, like.
I think Ari had like blasted through a bit of magical like Minnesota dimension as she was running.
Don't you know?
Yeah.
When she dashes, she becomes Minnesota.
Sword overhead, yelling like I don't want this Hydra to come back, and I know he has to stay focused. So, yeah, running at him. I was trying to think if there was a pithy catchphrase, but I think she's just adrenaline. And that swing is going to be a nat 20.
Oh, okay.
So,
Interesting.
how do you feel about that?
Tickles.
It tickles.
How about that?
Tickles.
So
It doesn't hit.
I got an 8 on both on that one too. So that will be max damage. I have the +6 once, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So that'll be 22 points of damage. If it counts, I was aiming for his neck.
Okay.
There
It does kind of count, so you can get a half point additional.
I
A half a point.
think we round down, but yeah.
Round down. You
Don't
do,
you know?
as you do cut down on the spellcaster, you do notice that he is bloodied. He lets out a bit of a scream, and a spurt of blood comes out as you cut across his chest. But as you do, you tear open his cloak a bit, and you see a glowing, flaming tattoo that seems to be moving on his skin.
Oh. That's not fun.
No, it
No.
does kind of move across and around him.
I think seeing a demon moving tattoo then would cause an action surge, and I'm gonna take another swing at him then.
Okay.
Because that's
Can I-
some sort of demon shit.
Where am I? Am I able to see the tattoo?
No, you're just a bit
Sorry.
far out. You do see some
Sorry,
glowing.
Mom.
That will be a soft 20
Soft 20. That does hit.
and 13 points of damage. Let's be real,
Alright.
your mom's asleep.
All right.
What time is it? Babe, it's 7:22. She's not asleep yet.
Your mom's asleep. Sorry, Mom.
I didn't mean to.
What are you talking about?
Cedric, you see Ari rush in and perform these actions, and you don't see quite what's going on as she towers over this small spellcaster, but you do have a spellcaster kind of cowering behind your shins right now, behind your calves.
Yeah.
My puppy does that too.
I want to give him like a visual once over to see if he's hurt. And seeing that he's not, I will draw my short sword and run up to where the halfling wizard was,
Okay.
or halfling guy was, or little guy,
Yeah.
gnome guy.
Yeah, the little.
Yeah,
Gnomish.
whatever Ari's standing
Gnome.
over
Oh,
right
yeah.
now. Yeah, and if there's time when I get there, I do a thing. But if I don't, then I'm
Yeah.
ready to do a thing next time.
So you're able to rush up. What thing do you wish to do? As
I'd like to take my short sword and put it from behind him between his ribs.
from behind him between his
Yeah,
ribs.
I want to treat the little gnome body like a new sheath. and just right in.
That's called a shish kebab.
Okay,
Only if you
so-
roast it.
A gnome kebab.
So you want to try and shish kebab him. What is your shish kebab score?
Let's see. I have systems. I'm going to use my reroll from last time from Sarah BC1.
Cuckoo.
I'm going to use that because that wasn't bueno. That one was better. Not by a lot. It's only a 13.
You got that mage armor.
I'm sad. Or you just see me, haha, and then I'm just sad, Thadric.
You bounce off of this invisible armor that you do kind of notice ripples around him briefly, but it doesn't do any damage.
That should have hit, don't you know?
Valari,
I'm still 90 feet away.
you said you walked forward. Did you do your full motion, your full movement?
I imagine so.
So you're about 80-ish
80.
from the target. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I was doing it based on my spell range, not where I was. I still don't fully know the situation here, so since it's still there, I imagine I still have like that little bit of fire going on. So I'm just gonna launch another firebolt at the guy.
At this point, he's mostly covered by your
Oh well.
group. You've got two of your members
There's
on either
side
side.
view. I'm in front. Thad's in back.
Yeah.
It's an
Then
evil gnome
then I guess I've like got the firebolt and I'm about to throw it and I go freaking every time and I like release it and just keep moving forward.
All right. So you will end, if you don't do any additional motion, you will end about 50 feet from target.
You could always
Okay.
ready it for when you have an opening.
You could, if you wish to do that.
Not that motivated.
Okay, Garth.
I don't know the situation. Like I can't even see him, so I'm like, meh.
Let them die.
Garth, it is up to you.
It is up to me. Well, I think Garth would just be like, because he's trying to communicate still. He doesn't understand the situation. He hasn't seen the flame tattoo. Why are you destroying good homes? And he's going to run away. I'm wondering if I want to run away 30 feet and try to hide literally in the tall grass, or if I just want to run away 60 feet. I want to run away 15 feet, begin my hide attempt, and then move the other 15 feet. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like trying to zig and zag. So I want to try, like, at a certain point, I activate hiding time.
Is there tall grass?
You're like belly crawling.
It's not super tall. If you do get down and start crawling, you're going to move at half speed. So you move 15 and then you move 7 additional crawling, but your butt and head will be out unless you're just like flat on the ground.
Unless I roll good on that hide, yo.
All
Did
right.
you say his button head?
Yeah.
Button head.
No, button head. I've heard of a button nose, but not a button head.
Do I have to? What would that be?
I mean,
Do I have to make a roll, or do I?
You would, and I'm looking this up because usually hide is like
It's just an
more
action.
like cover.
Yeah.
But
Well,
if,
wait, there's another house. Isn't that other house close? Because I got close enough to the Hydra, and there were, you said, a couple small houses. Are they not?
the Hydra has about 20-foot reach from head, so where you picked it up was at its body. So you could run towards the
Okay.
rubble of the homes.
So I'll run towards rubble and then hide. And I'm also like trying to keep an eye out of like, are there people here I should be helping? A Hydra just wrecked this house.
Then there's probably not people who
They could have ducked.
ducked under the falling house.
Look, how many action movies have we seen where a whole room is splinters, but like John McClane walks out of it? He's fine.
I throw a fit every time.
I mean, that's John McClane, though. That's not,
Maybe
that's
John
not Garth.
McClane lived here.
So if you run that direction, you will be in peripheral view of the other wizard. That would negate your hide. If you are able to be seen, you can't actively hide from the thing that is seeing you.
Not with that mentality.
Rules of stealth. When attempting to hide, there are 4 simple rules to remember. 1, if someone can see you, you can't attempt to hide from them. 2, if someone doesn't see you when they're not looking for you or in battle. Once hidden, you can be detected via sight or hearing or both. So don't be seen or heard when you're hidden.
It's like playing hide and seek with your eyes open. It just doesn't work.
It's their perception check or their passive perception. And then you can hide in plain sight given a moment of being unseen or unattended and an appropriate concealment strategy.
Now, how about this? Dude who's got a sword to the neck. Was he still looking at me in that moment?
I'll let you attempt to hide at disadvantage. Roll your stealth.
Stealth at disadvantage. Copy that. Look, we're just having some fun here. Let's see what that is.
Oh, let's see. Oh, man. His isn't good, too.
Don't ask me to tell you what it is because I can't see it.
That's a 19 and a 15 on the dice, and that's stealth is +3, so 18 total.
All right, you get up to the steps of this home, and as Garth realizes that his running is getting short because somehow he understands he has 6 seconds of motion, you're able to pick up a piece.
Smart guy.
You're able to pick up a piece of like plaster drywall part that fell off of the outside of the home and like hold it in front of you. And with that, you are hidden in plain sight. The closest thing to you is a few feet away. There's stairs that lead up into what was a home and some more rubble up there. You are about 25 feet away from this caster and the fight that is going on as you kind of crossed around by them. But you are hidden in plain sight from this creature, this humanoid, as you're just holding that piece of plaster up in front of you. And it's, I gotta say, it's not very big. You grab something quick. It covers like most of your head and torso, but your feet and lower half are sticking out. But it's good enough.
But it's only like my knees, because again, there's some relatively tall grass.
I mean, around the home, it's a little bit more worn from people.
Did they mow
walking in
it?
No, not mowing in it, but they
Their
walked through it. The
HOA
animals have
requires only
grazed.
1 inch
Yeah.
They had a goat. They had a pet goat before
They
their house.
had a goat.
They had a Hydra goat, and small one with 5 heads. No.
A goat with 8 heads why would you think that's cute? That's horrifying. Where did all the heads go?
So
Because
many
it-
buddings.
I wouldn't give it 8. I wouldn't cut them off. I just let it stay with 3.
It would be like kunk, kunk. Get back, man. No, you get back.
All right. So you're hiding in plain sight. Get back.
Yeah.
Get back. Get back.
The way won't stay long.
That's where I was going.
Get back, Jojo!
Astra is still right next to you, Valari. And he's whimpering a bit as this situation is. He's just like unsure of what's going on.
Okay.
The spellcaster is able to. Let's see. Can you roll another stealth check, please, Garth? Just to see if it gets past his passive. If he notices you out of the corner of his eyes, he's making his next move.
Ooh, baby, that's a soft 20.
He doesn't notice the piece of plaster with boots.
I am a wall.
You are a wall still. So what he does here is he looks around trying to find where his pet had disappeared to, and he gets a bit angry.
Uh-oh.
None of my links are working. Give me 2 seconds. Sorry,
Wait,
guys.
is he a barbarian too?
Yeah, you caught me.
Wizard.
You caught me.
Oh, I know what he is. I know what he is.
Do you?
Well, I know what the Pathfinder equivalent is.
Please share with the class.
No, I don't want to until I'm sure, and then I look cool because I'm right. But if I'm wrong,
All right.
It's true.
That's
He puts his hand out at Ari
high five.
and does a soft 20 hit.
Yes.
Okay. I didn't know if you had any special magic shields
No.
going on.
I've been
Okay.
asking for dragon scale armor for how long now? But no.
Yeah, we want dragon scale armors.
Dragon scale armor. Okay. That will be on Fleabay. It's in the
Huh?
next town up.
Look, we killed how many dragons?
It was on my Christmas list.
Okay. As he reaches his hand out, electricity arcs up his arm and hits you, Ari, and it does rolling for damage.
2.
Oh, had too many dice in there. Hold tight. It does 18 points of electric damage, and it arcs back up and over at Thadric to hit for 16.
What if?
No, his armor class. Is that your armor class?
Oh no,
Okay.
I thought that was damage.
The electricity jumps over to you, Thadric, and misses. It kind of goes up over your shoulder.
I was looking for a way to negate 16 damage somehow. I thought if I stalled, I'd find it.
Ari, it is your turn. What if I stall for just a few minutes?
My hair is clearly, staticked out. I haven't had my coffee. It's a bad hair day. Ari
I
pissed.
think your hair looks great, babe.
Thank you, babe. Anyways, I'm going to take my longsword. I'm gonna swing once, trying to go for the other side of his neck.
Okay.
That will be a 19.
That hits.
Okay, that's gonna be 7 points of damage.
All right.
And then swing numero dos. I'm gonna attempt the shish kebab from this side. Straight to the gut.
Okay.
That's a critical. It's 19, but as a fighter, that's critical hit.
All
So
right.
that will be 20 points of damage.
Perfect.
And yes, counting my
You're able to shish kebab, and after you've done the slice down and the shish kebab, as you stab through, when you expected blood to come out, what seems to be almost lava starts to ooze from the gut as you have stabbed through, and
I love lava cake.
this spellcaster is kind of cackling at this point, and his eyes
always
glow a bit red. And he goes, "Ah, you never get close to me." And smoke starts to bubble out of where you stabbed through.
Not this jerk again.
At this point, you see the glowing tattoo go up across his neck and up kind of onto his face. And as it gets up to his face, smoke comes out of his ears and he explodes. I need you guys to make dexterity checks, both Thadric and Ari.
Would I recognize this as what had happened to when TikTok exploded?
No. What you see, you do see the bit of the glowing tattoo come up, and as you see the tattoo move across his skin, you kind of recognize the tattoo moving across your skin.
No, I was.
And you are able to catch that he has a earring that dangles down that has a little fireball attached to it that's glowing bright red at this point.
I'm betting that a 13 does not save.
13 does not save.
What about my 14?
Wait,
14 does not save.
What did you roll?
I rolled an 11.
Looks like we're all gonna die. Well, two
Are
of
we
us.
all rolling or who's rolling?
Nope, just people within
That's
people within
wait,
20 feet.
No, I only have +1.
Yeah.
Does a
People
12
within,
save, even though 13 didn't?
no.
Okay.
People within 20 feet have to roll. Garth, you are just out by 5 feet. You lucked out.
I got that piece of wood or drywall too, so.
Yeah, could you tell me what the health on a snail is? I'm not seeming to find that.
I think we agreed it was 1 HP.
But
Okay.
it is outside of.
Yeah, because it's with me. It's in the bag.
Yeah, it is. It is in the bag, but you're running around with a snail in a bag and books move.
Well, I
just
don't
making
think I
sure.
said I put it in the bag.
No,
I
you
just
said
picked
you
it up.
Okay.
You
Okay.
said you
So
picked
I
it up.
thought, I assumed I was like, I've got a Hydra in my hands.
Okay. Perfect.
Those things.
I can't retroactively do this, but would that have changed any of your spell casting?
I don't believe so.
Okay, it's fair.
No, because I got another hand.
Is it my turn?
Two of them.
Just a second. Here.
He's blowing up. I think we're kind of out of initiative.
I think you're kind of out of initiative technically. There is a snail in hand. But
Snaildra.
Ari gets blasted back, and so does Thadric. You get shot in opposite directions, about 15 feet, knocked off your feet, and slide on your back as a fireball erupts from the center of this man. You each get 26 points of fire damage.
Oh,
Oh my goodness!
Can I say what I would have done?
Yeah, he
So,
exploded.
well, when I saw the tattoos moving, I would have ran like 20 feet forward, so I'd be 30 feet away, casted Mage Hand, and tried to take that earring.
Well, yeah.
I just
you
want
have
the
seen that,
earring.
yep. The earring is probably nowhere to be found at this point. Nothing really remains of this man. But there's a fiery pockmark. And a little bit of like dirt and dust kind of falls down. You hear the explosion ripple across the space a bit and kind of echo in a distance. At this point, you are out of combat. You do have snail in hand, Garth, along with your drywall. You survived any damage, Garth, Valari, and Astro. And we are going to take a brief break as the dust settles on this battle.
that tracks. That tracks.
So, we'll be back in 10 minutes. What we're going to do is we're going to go on break. You take a listen. We do have some shout outs to all of our sponsors. And we will see you soon. And that's how I killed all of the players.
That's not what I
kindness.
Wait. I pushed the break button. Whoops. There's no way to catch up on it. We're starting with a fresh cast. We have Steve and Bill
Wait,
and Anne and Stacy.
I'm Stacy.
Yeah. You choose who. But welcome back. Thanks for the chat around some of our little promo videos. We had fun with that. There's a bunch of different variations on each of those, so stay tuned for all of those variants. Yeah. One more thing before we dive back in. If you didn't catch it at the beginning, we are doing a giveaway. Do hop on to Here Be Dragons D&D on Instagram and follow, tag some friends, follow our sponsors that are in that post, because we are giving away 1 year of our Encounter Plus partnership there. So Encounter Plus is an iOS and Mac app that you can get a year of premium features for if you win. And then you can also get a bag of coffee, your choice, from Caffeinated Cobalt. So take a look at our giveaway. That'll be drawn, I believe, a week from today. And we'll announce that both on our Instagram and in our next show, which is next week. This is a 5th week fun episode where the story's made up and the points don't matter.
Ah, I love
Just,
this.
just kidding. The points still matter and the story is made up, though. Yeah. where were we? We just ended battle. We stabbed a man who blew up with fireball. We have a 9 or 8-headed Hydra snail, and Garth is hiding behind a bit of plaster.
So Garth is like holding the snail in one hand, holding the plaster in the other, and it's just like, nobody come near me, I'm holding a Hydra! It doesn't look like one because it's a snail! Maybe it's a snail with like 9 heads or 8 heads or whatever, but like, it's a snail! I don't actually eat it. Garth doesn't eat it. That's Nathan eating popcorn. Wait. No.
Can I do a medicine check on Ari to determine how hurt she is?
Yeah.
You
You
learn
may.
she has 23 out of.
No, he has to roll it first.
Well, it's only an 11. So if she could tell me, it'd be better.
You do notice that she is
I'm bloodied.
she's bleeding and cut up from the explosion, as well as probably smoldering still.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to... Let's see here. I've got... There it is. Well, how long is a short rest?
About an hour.
Okay. Then I'm going to take 10 minutes in prayer of healing
Okay.
for both of us. So after 10 minutes of my casting, we will both get 15 hit points back.
Hey, I'll take it.
And then you can get the short rest hit points back too if you wish to roll on those.
Well, I don't know that we're taking.
Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna... I don't know what's up with this Hydra yet.
Yeah.
Why?
So I go
We don't necessarily have an hour right now.
I was gonna say, I go up to the group and I just say, all right, I think at this point, I've got about 58 more minutes. If I can really concentrate and not get hit with certain amounts of force. This is a Hydra. A nice reminder. I really probably should have made it not a snail, but that's like my go-to. Maybe a tortoise would have had more hit points. I don't know.
Next
More
time.
life force, I should say. But yes, yes, if we look in an hour, it's gonna wear off no matter what. I kind of, we're gonna have to either fight it then, or leave it somewhere where it can get.
Do we have like a bottle or jar we could put it in, and then mold earth and bury it real deep?
Won't it just break it when it grows?
Not if you bury it deep enough. Wait, Polari,
Mold
how
earth
quickly
only
can you
if it's-
mold earth? You could essentially...
5 feet at a time?
Yes, and what is the distance on that spell?
30 feet?
Okay, by my estimate, how tall was this creature?
You saw that it is quite gigantic, about 50 feet in length from neck-ish to tail, and you guessed it was about the same in height. So
Is there a body
maybe
of
50
water
feet tall.
nearby?
There's a lake, but
There's
it
a lake.
came out of that lake unscathed with a boat.
Not if you throw the snail into it and it sinks and it drowns.
But that
it's-
will just kill the snail. When the snail is dead, the Hydra form comes back.
And it'll be in the bottom of the lake.
Yes, but it was just in the lake just fine. So it'll just swim up.
Why don't
It was in the lake.
we just kill it now?
Ooh,
Well, as soon as you hit it, it's gonna come out of snail form.
No,
FYI.
not the snail, the Hydra.
I mean, I still have all my spells. I can chromatic orb it a little bit.
Good for you.
look.
Yes.
What?
I take out my potion of healing.
Wait. Okay, but talk it through before anything happens because I'm holding the snail.
And I drink it. And then I say, Garth, put the snail in here, mold earth as deep as you can go,
Mm-hmm.
put the bottle in, it stays alive because it's protected. Put it at the bottom of said hole. We run, and it comes back into Hydra form deep underground, at least buried.
But couldn't it cause one of those like sinkhole things because now the ground is unstable and this is a little village. Like people live here.
Not
And
anymore.
now there's gonna be a Hydra under the ground.
I look around and I check for bodies and people that were living here.
You do notice what could be a body within the rubble of this first home. There's at least blood coming out from under some of the rocks.
That's right, people! Come quickly, quickly! There they are under the rubble. We should try to save them.
Hold this.
I've been holding the snail.
I dig in the rubble to look.
All right, it takes a handful of minutes for you to get to anything because the rubble is kind of very deep. You do notice there is an older man dead, crushed under this rubble. Some of the things you had found allude to potentially a wife or child at home. There was a pink towel that he was laying near. So you're not sure who else may be around, but there were others potentially.
I just don't think 30 feet of dirt is going to keep this thing down. I just say, let's just let it go and kill it now and be done with it. Like, that's why we came over here in the first place.
But, if I may, take a few minutes, walk out as fast as we can, quickly, outside of this area of homes. While, yes, your range is only 30 feet, that is only if you are standing up here and going 30 feet down. If we tie you to a rope that is at 50 feet in length, then we could get it 80 feet underground and then slowly move earth over it. Well, quickly.
I feel
slowly.
like the amount of time and work and energy that's going to go into it, I would rather just kill it.
You make it sound like that's an easy thing.
Remember, you cannot just cut off a Hydra's head. You have to go at it at the body, and sometimes that is not the easiest thing to get to. A head might be destroyed, and then you've got another one there. And for every head, that's another more to bite at you. I'm just trying to do this creatively. If you wish to just peck at it with spells, well, quite honestly, I used a bunch of them on that wizard.
While he's still talking, I just turn around and start molding earth down to 30 feet. And then when it's done, I'm like...
Well, after you get a couple scoops, you have trouble lifting the dirt much more than about 5 or 6 feet from its original position.
Right, because it's falling back in, right?
No, because mold earth only allows you to just kind of lift and move something about 5 feet from its original spot.
Oh, right. I can't
So
lift it all the way out.
you get the first scoop in, then you kind of get the second scoop out, and you've only got about 8 to 10 feet deep, and then you just can't lift any more out.
Well, that's not going to work. Let's just kill it.
Definitely didn't think that's how mold worked.
Or we just drop the bottle and leave.
And there's a Hydra. The other thing is, again, I kind of wish we were closer to the forest, the Fey part with the Eladrim. I feel like they would just love the chance to go on a Hydra hunt. You know what I mean?
As you're saying that, and you guys are walking around looking for anyone else surviving, I'm assuming you're still doing that, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Even checking the lake for the guy on the boat or whatever.
You do see a cloak that is torn and shredded near the lake that glows of a bright color. And as you get close to it, you notice that, let's see here to make sure I get my color correct. You do notice that it's kind of a glowing blue-ish, and it seems to be fading in color. And as you get closer, you see that seems to be one of the cloak that were worn by the Eladrin you're speaking of.
4 glowing people fighting a Hydra.
I wondered about that.
Wait a second. If they died doing this, what makes us think we can do it?
Well, we've already got rid of his master.
I rush up and check for a pulse on the cloaked figure.
I look for the weird bird in the sky squeaking.
Could you grab the weird bird's squeaky toy? Sorry, there's a puppy playing with a squeaky toy. So you run up to the cloak, correct?
Mm-hmm.
What did you want to do with the cloak?
Check for the pulse of the person in the cloak.
There's no one in the cloak.
It's just a
It's
cloak.
just
Oh, it's just a
a
cloak.
torn shred of a cloak.
I will investigate.
You attempt to find a pulse in this torn shred, but you can't seem to. You just find a few beautifully sewn pieces of leaf falling off. But you're investigating.
Guys, it's a cloak. I had a 6.
Indeed, it does seem to be part of a cloak.
Put it on. It's like a gift from the heavens.
It's only about a foot by foot and a half piece of fabric.
I put it on my
So
shoulder.
there you go. You've got a faintly glowing blue scrap of cloak on your shoulder.
Stunning.
Dandrick, you're from here. What should we do with this Hydra that is now a snail?
I mean, my vote's to kill it. Because it could hurt other innocents no matter where we let it go.
Mm-hmm.
But again, if the Eladrin themselves fell fighting it.
Yeah, but the Eladrin also asked us to go do a thing for them that they couldn't do themselves. So we're automatically better than them.
And
No.
we sort of only have 2 options right now, so...
I'm not going to fight this guy. That's where I'm at. I've died too many times. I'm not feeling my greatest, and I'm not going to fight him. So if you want to fight him without me,
Or, Garth, use your catapult and send it into the sky or something. I don't know. Cool stuff.
Having been a monkey,
what?
go with me on this.
Is this Garth talking or
Yes.
you?
No, this is
I mean, your other characters have been monkeys. I know you haven't been a monkey.
I'm listening.
This is Nathan here. Look, having been a monkey in a previous
Here we
life,
come.
No.
On the street.
I was Mr. Jones himself. I would understand from the spell that any damage taken beyond the original damage would come off of the Hydra's life itself. Yes?
I mean, I'm sure you might understand that there's some damage transferal, but I don't know how many times you've got blasted out of your form.
True. But I feel like knowledge of the spell itself, if I know it enough to cast it, wouldn't I know its effects?
Yeah, we can play that.
So I would understand that, yes, if I, at the very least, I could deal a bunch of damage to it just by one ground impact. I mean, that's essentially what I did with the rust monster.
Yeah.
But wouldn't it have to be a Hydra before that?
No, so
Because when the snail goes away, doesn't it reset back to it?
that's the thing is, so what happens here, Thadric, and this is what we're discussing, me and the gods. When I cast this spell, if I kill the snail, yes, it reverts back to Hydra form, but let's say I do a mighty blow to the snail. The Hydra does not come back with the exact same amount of life force as it became the snail with. No, it is then also injured. It takes part of the blow. It absorbs the rest of the blow that the snail could not handle.
But if it has
So-
insane life force,
Yes, if it has a high amount of life force, then we gonna have a battle. But if I launch, as Patrick suggested, if I launch this thing 90 feet into the air, after casting the spell and I immediately then run away, well then it would take at least a 90-foot drop. I might be able to technically toss it in the air and then, and then it's like 100 feet maybe. And then I would run away and see what a 100-foot drop does to it. And then we could attack it. Knowing that it's going to pop up in a certain space and just all go for it at once as soon as it's there. Does this make sense?
I don't like it.
Just aim for the body. You've got a great axe.
9 heads.
You've got a great axe with magic missile. Aim it at the sternum. 9 heads. Yes. But I like what he said about us being better than the Eladrim, and I kind of want to,
What would it be to have knowledge on Hydras, specifically their head situation? What's that?
Probably history.
History. I'm gonna roll that.
If you've read it or heard about it.
It's not a religious Hydra, is it?
I mean, if you want, you can also use religion because it is a fairly powerful mythical beast.
15 with a religion.
15 with a religion. Anyone else want to roll checks before I describe what people might know?
Give me a second.
16.
On what?
I just did straight history.
Straight history? Okay.
I've got an 18 with history.
Okay.
I'm guessing I couldn't do an athletics check, huh?
I got a 16.
16. Okay, you all are about in the same spot.
Survival?
You
Survival
are about in the
is
same
21.
spot. Well, you already called a check, so we're going to roll with that check. Most of you have heard of the Hydra. There's only a handful that seem to be known in the lands. What you had heard, at least from where a lot of you have grown up, except for Thadric, is Hydras come with multiple heads. When a head is cut off, 2 could spring forth. It does seem to grow in power when a head is cut off, or when it gets enough damage that a head dies. So it grows both more powerful and loses health at the same time. So it's a weird situation that tends to require a lot of damage, high output. Thadric, you do recall hearing about Hydra that live in the ocean around the islands, but none have ever really been seen on this island, at least. So that's your additional what you understand.
Okay.
The rest of you don't know if there's hundreds of these things, one of these things, whatever it may be.
You ever get that moment when you're like, man, I wish I had a druid with a metal bird that just could fly this over the ocean? Why does he keep leaving in the most, needed moments?
Would have been good, because he could have, even cooked the bird if he needed to.
Wait,
Yeah.
what about Astro?
What about him?
He can go far away in quick spurts, right?
Not
Have him go
really.
far away, drop it, and then come back. Then it's at least gone.
His movement is what, 45?
45, but he can teleport about 30 feet a handful of times a day.
And he's just a puppy.
How
He's-
are we close to an ocean?
We're on an island.
You're just as far from your destination as you are an ocean, so another hour or 2 trek. You're not super close. It would be to the east of you.
What about cliffs?
No, it's only lightly hilly here. There isn't a cliff nearby.
Volcanoes?
To the best of your recollection, there is a bit of a cliff at the back of Stonehaven. Like I said, it's a bit over an
there's
hour.
that cliff that was down. But, yeah. We don't have an hour.
Mm-mm.
You have only about 45 minutes at this point.
Does anyone have a spell like Turnstone?
I'm down for whatever. We kill this thing or not, but we gotta somehow get it away from innocent lives. There's a town to the south. There's that. I think there's a town further north, or there's a major roadway.
Yep.
But so not those areas.
To the best of your knowledge, the east is fairly clear. Also, Thadric, you know that to the west, you know that there's some farms that direction, so you might not want to head towards farms.
If only the Warforged had stuck with us.
Gods of the Twitch realm. Any fun things to throw in?
I mean, Thad's clearly not the decision maker, so he'll do whatever, but he wants to fight it.
Oh well. That is smart.
Yes. They wouldn't have a well here. They've got fresh water right there.
There was one in the Fey Forest.
Again, throwing it to the Fae, but the Eladrin. Already dead. Possibly. Eladrin!
But there's a well. We didn't talk about the well in the Fey Forest.
But again, we're how far back from the Fey Forest? Like, that would still be another hour at least, and we're down to minutes.
Thadric's gonna kind of sit down and take that short rest. Take that
Perfect.
that period, and since
Yeah.
nothing is being decided, I'm gonna start on it.
There you go.
I'm anticipating a fight. That's why.
Okay, here's a question. Yeah, I think you said something to this effect earlier. But knowing, like, having lived as a king in one of the cities on this island, I think I would have spent some time looking over maps.
Yep.
From Stonehaven, like, just looking at the maps and where I believe I am.
Yep.
East and west, like I'm just looking. I know I can't make it to the ocean. I'm just wondering if there is a large enough area of just land.
To the east is going to be your best bet if you want just land. To the west, there's a lot of just land, but a lot of that is farm. So there will be people and civilization somewhat around there.
And the east, is it mountainous? Is it
The east is pretty flat, and then as you had seen, there's a few little rivers that run to the ocean from some underground, like well, or some underground
water sources?
sources. Yep, and they kind of come out about quarter mile, half mile from the ocean and feed into the ocean a bit. What you don't see is any of them, so you know that you're a decent walk from that, but it is mostly just kind of light hilly plain to get out to the ocean.
Anyone have like charm beast?
We don't have a druid.
Now.
No, I'm just. Can we mind control it?
I can't charm anything. All I can do is possibly catapult it somewhere.
Hey Garth, what happens to things that, like, so if I were to craft a shackle that would go around this snail and pin it to the ground, for say, what happens when that turns back into the Hydra? Does it, like, go around it? Does it break it? What's the deal there?
I think in technicality, it could be restrained.
Because
I
I
have
could
not-
create, like, a spiked collar that goes in on it. But
And as it starts to transform,
when it goes big,
but that could go around its middle, which then would probably hurt it, or its foot, which again would hurt it, but
or maybe give it some gastric bypass surgery.
heartburn, yes.
Free liposuction.
That's true. It could just give it a nice trim waistline. Like the corsets that some of the maidens wear. I've never been one for those. I mean, I think women should just be able to go with who they are. They're beautiful as they are. You know what I mean? Well,
Thad, like, tucks his armor and tunic around because he doesn't want him to see his corset.
wait, are you wearing a corset?
It's a man girdle.
How do you think I look so swole, bro?
could we catapult it in a direction where there are no people, go to Stonehaven and save them, and if we have to come back and kill the Hydra, we can, but at least we would have put it where there's less people. We only interacted with it because we thought people could be saved. Clearly they can't be.
That's true. I mean, there's another. Are there any other houses?
No, there are only 2 in a small shed at this spot. It looked like these houses, they had like a fish drying rack that's all shattered and some of the fish are laying around. So they probably were just a small stop for travelers or merchants on the road.
Then throw it back in the lake.
I mean, I can also use whatever time is left me to get as far away from you all, launch it, and then I would cast Expeditious Retreat on myself and run like the Dickens.
You've already used a ton of spells.
Where's the snail currently?
It's just like crawling off into the woods. Like,
Just gone.
No, you drank a potion bottle.
oh yeah, we put it in the bottle, right?
We put it in a potion bottle.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah, just throw it back in the lake. Put it back where it came from. Leave things how we found
But
them.
then it will drown and pop up real fast.
No, if we put it
not
in the bottle.
That's true. Okay.
But in about 37 and a half minutes. Sorry, there's this weird mole.
So you just have to decide where you're gonna throw it or if we're gonna fight it. But we have only about 30 minutes and we have things to do, so I think you just gotta choose.
If these people are already lost,
Which they are.
and if the Eladrim are lost, which they might be, perhaps this is the place to leave it. Perhaps this is the least populated, and we would have a chance. I don't like the idea of leaving
I mean,
such a monster behind.
it's still only an hour outside of town.
Uh-huh.
And it's 20 feet long, so.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a major roadway to get to the capital city.
Mm-hmm. But it may not have an evil soul controlling it now. Perhaps it will be more docile.
Well, you're the bookie
Long
one.
shot. I'm gonna say that's a long shot. I feel like the gods just snickered.
No, not at all.
Wait, can we send it to that library, dude?
I like him. Why would we do that to him?
Because he could
He
like, put
doesn't-
it in a book and then have it sold or whatever.
He doesn't do that.
Or we need to
We've
find those
asked.
tags that turned the town into statues. And we got to do it in like 23 minutes.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna do that one. Anyone think we should have been walking and talking and not just sitting in this town? And by town, I mean 2 houses that were destroyed by a Hydra.
It's about how big my town was.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I'm still prepared to fight it.
You're prepared to
I
fight.
I just gotta ask because I'm just so curious now. Like when you ran in and you turned it into a snail, what was your plan? Like, were you planning to fight it and kill it, or were you planning to throw it back into a lake?
Well, my plan was stop the Hydra from killing people. My plan was not also fight a wizard as that happens. Do you understand? Like, I actually used up a good bit just trying to keep that wizard from making it so that I wasn't in control of the Hydra. So I kind of thought maybe we'd all just be focusing on the Hydra, but now...
There's still a Hydra, and we just have to decide what were you originally gonna do? Were you gonna kill it? Were you planning to fight it and kill it, or were you
I
planning
decided
to
in
not?
2 seconds to save the people. I didn't know what I would do with it beyond that. The goal was save the people.
Catapult the bottle. Let's get to town. That's my vote.
All right. I will wait until I can feel the spell ebbing from me. That way you all can rest as long as possible. We can prepare ourselves, and then we can prepare to run. I will launch it towards the forest we just came from, and
I thought the east was.
Why don't we just launch it and go? It's not like
Well, Thadric seems to be trying to recover a little bit right now. I'm just trying to give him his space and his time.
well, then we're gonna have a Hydra and we're gonna have to fight it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, either way, no, what I'm saying, hold up. Let's look at this. No matter what, whenever I launch it, we are then going to be running. Unless you all want to get a head start, and by all means, go for it. I will use Expeditious Retreat and do my best to catch up with you and not die. But no matter what, the moment I launch this creature, it carries off, we all start running, it will fall back to the ground, and as soon as it falls back to the ground, then we have ourselves a Hydra back. Because I do not think the fall will kill it. So, we will only be however many steps ahead, moving as fast as we can. Ahead.
Do you know Featherfall?
Yes?
Because if you Featherfall it, then launch it, our time to get away will increase 4 times.
Launch
It won't take the damage, but it'll buy us some time, even if it turns back to a Hydra.
Oh, wait. Okay, I know Featherfall didn't prepare it today. Might be. That one's on me, fam. Good boss.
Don't say fam.
What
Boss
the kids
said-
are saying.
Yeah, the kids are. I'm just. Yeah. I can launch it, but when I do, we got to be ready to go.
That's fine.
And beyond that, we may only make it a certain bit. So we should be ready to fight.
You have about 15 minutes of this spell left.
Mm-hmm. I feel it ebbing.
I mean, it's your snail, bro.
I know.
Patrick's over here like, I just want to hit it out of your hand and fight it, but
I just don't want more people to die.
Then I can launch it straight up. We can get into battle positions. Like, we've got the time to decide on this. Ori, you could get to a distance. I know Magic Missile has a good distance to it. You could roughly get yourselves 120 feet away. Still be able to hit it.
I will be helpful for 3 times.
Yes, but that is 3 hits. Each time, if you wish, you can move in to get closer as you go.
Fine. If you guys want to fight it,
I'm not saying we have to fight it. I'm just giving us options. We've got time to talk about it. Let's talk about it. Why not, fam?
stop saying that.
I'm just trying to lighten the mood. Hey, wait, real quick, Valari. How you feeling on your shots? You feel like you got a really good one in you? That the gods determined? Or, we just like hoping and praying?
You have any leftover rerolls or
no, I never get rerolls. So no, I don't have any.
What went for the table last time?
Yeah, Sarah bought one for everybody.
But that wasn't last time, was it?
Yeah.
And I think
Yep.
I've got a reroll, but that doesn't mean anything.
But
I have a reroll and a nat 20. So.
But I do have I do have some meta magic options. I've got some options.
Fine, we'll fight it. I'm going to the other side of the lake, though.
I reach in my pack and I am gonna give Ari my healing potion because I know she took hers earlier. So I'm like, here, just hang on to this.
I do have a question
Thanks.
for all the people. At one point, I came across 6 greater healing potions. Did I distribute those?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what I think I just gave
Okay.
her. And I think I used one on like Astro.
I just wanted to
something.
make sure that was done.
yes, I believe I had one of those as well. I don't remember if I used it or not.
Okay.
Right. How do we want to set up for the last 5 minutes that you have to plan this doomed fun?
Fam?
Is there something I can hide behind on the other side of the lake where I can be like 60 feet away?
I can give you this potion of invisibility.
I was just gonna look at my thing and
That's okay.
take it. Someone offers you a potion of invisibility, take it.
As soon as she uses the stuff, though, the invisibility goes away.
I mean, it wouldn't be a spell though. I would just fire my
If
weapon.
you take
It's as if you do an attack.
Oh, okay.
Invisibility is a fickle mistress. You need
But she
greater-
could always do her attack, then drink the potion and get the heck out of there. Or sneak up under it and slash its belly.
There's nothing
You know.
left of the mage that we fought, right?
No, it exploded. It's what might be left is you could find some fingernails somewhere if you searched hard enough.
Some teeth, maybe.
I want to look around.
Gross.
It could be one of the dead villagers, I guess.
There's not even a melted earring.
And I'm gonna cast. Yeah, do I want to do it? Kind of want to do it. No, I'm not gonna do it. Never mind.
Don't raise that person from the dead.
Well, it wouldn't be restoring them. It'd be just animating them.
Ew, creepy.
Then they'd be the fodder that would get attacked, and we'd have a round.
If only we had a druid who
I'm not gonna do it.
would make 8 wolves appear out of nowhere.
And if said druid is around, we can dial you in. You could fly out of nowhere. But you have 20 seconds from now, said druid.
I know he's not around.
No.
He sent me a raven. It said, "Can't make it."
Good luck.
Said, "Good luck. I'll be here to reform the party." Is what he said.
I will be the start of the party.
You can't text Austin.
What?
Okay,
sure, actually.
so what, are you launching this thing into the air, or you just what's going on?
I'm standing in the middle of I moved out to the clearing more away from the houses.
Okay.
So you're just gonna let it pop out of the bottle, or what are you doing?
Well, technically I can't launch a creature, but I can launch an object that is unattended, aka the bottle.
Right, that's what I'm asking.
Yeah, so I'm gonna launch the bottle with a snail in it.
I'm a Hydra in a bottle.
So I'm gonna ready chromatic orb.
All right. Yeah, you guys may ready. What is your launch trajectory?
I believe the most damage done to it will be straight up. So I'll hold it above my head. I'm gonna kind of try and toss it up to give it a little bit of height to then cast. So I don't know what starting height you want to say it's at.
Yeah, I mean, you can get it 90 feet up. I will let you get that 100th foot, so that will be, what, 10d6 of damage you would roll on it as it hits?
I like that.
I'd like to prepare, the old tried and true guiding bolt for the moment it hits the ground, after it takes the damage.
I have my great axe out, and I'm looking for something to hide behind, but I have my great axe out, and I have magic missile prepared.
Okay.
My idea is that as soon as I cast catapult, essentially my next move would be, because I can cast and then move.
Yep.
So I will move 30 feet away at the very least, and we'll see kind of where initiative takes over to how I would respond after that.
Sure.
Because, we're going 90 feet up. I don't know if I'll have time to do another turn before it hits the ground. I think that technically is initiative order. I don't remember falling speeds and all that.
Yeah, because as soon as damage hits, we're going to be in battle for sure. Let's roll initiative, so that way when the fall hits, we know what the turn order is and we can move into it smoothly.
9.8 meters per second.
Yeah.
And now convert
I
that
don't
to
do
feet,
meters.
because that's what my spell's in.
Times
3?
2-3, yeah.
Yeah.
It'll only take a few seconds to fall. It'll probably take a turn at most.
Yeah.
I
Pretty
got a
100.
middling initiative.
I got slightly more than middling.
So is middling 10 then?
12, actually.
12, perfect. Ari,
16.
16. Garth?
Me too, 16.
Aw, blah. Let's see. Valari.
16.
Aww.
What?
All right, let's see.
Ma'am.
Astro, do you get 16 too?
No.
Yes, you do.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't want to go with you guys anyway.
Wait, are you kidding me?
No.
No, there's a 13
He
on the
was
die,
right,
and he
got
gets
a
a plus
16.
3.
I got a 14 and a +2.
Oh my gosh.
I got an 8.
Aw, what the heck is happening tonight?
Did the Hydra get a 16 too?
Yeah, you guys are all just gonna be besties for a few minutes
Nice.
until he eats you.
We're all gonna go at the exact same time.
You all must shout your move at the same time, and whoever is noticed first gets to make their move. And with that, I remove my earpiece.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna be loud, yo.
And
Everyone
with
just
that,
muted the stream.
with that, I disconnect
Remember that
all
commercial
of the players.
that Nathan did?
Yes, I do. All right, cool. So we're going to launch, correct? Perfect.
Launch and move.
Yep.
Do it, I dare you.
All right.
Everyone, ready yourselves.
Sweet. So you launch straight up. We have Ari on the other side of this small pond, so you get about 30 extra feet. So where everything's launching, it's at about 65 feet. Do you want to move your whole 120, or do you want to see where you're at? It's 65. Cool.
65, yes.
Okay, cool. Do you want to be on the exact opposite side, or would you like to just kind of be near the water?
Is there any cover?
Not
Any
really. It's just
boulders?
No, it's pretty well cleared out. It looks like they had tended to the land fairly well here.
How dare they?
How dare they take care of their land?
I'll be like halfway around.
Halfway around. Okay, so as a word of warning, just so you know, you're going to have to move around the lake. So even though you're 65 feet, you're going to probably have about 110, 115 feet of movement to go around.
Oh, I don't plan on it.
Okay, perfect. So you're on the other side.
She's gonna restart that party with Rumil.
Bye, guys.
Also, should I warn you now that hydras move just as quick in water as they do on land? But that's for another day. Now that you're where you're at. Cool. Everyone else, what are you doing?
You got my
You want me to-
readied my chromatic orb.
Oh, did you text me?
No, I told you.
Okay,
I
you told me.
literally
You got a
you.
chromatic orb. Are you moving anywhere?
I'm standing where I'm gonna get a shot at the underside of it, so you can already see like the lightning like crackling in
Alright.
this like blue glow.
All right. We have Thadric getting ready and Garth getting ready near where this thing could fall, right?
I want to be 120, 119 from where
119.
it lands.
So can I be clear? Sorry about the readied. I want to release it when it turns.
So when it hits the ground.
Won't it turn in the air?
No, it'll turn when it hits the ground.
Okay, sure.
Okay. And Thadric, your movement, are you planning to move towards the road, move on the other side of the water?
I'm going to move towards
opposite?
the road with the
Okay,
intent of getting us as far away so that it has to move a
Okay.
drastic amount to get to all of us.
All right. So what that means is, Thadric, you are heading to the west. Ari has moved to the south. The water is to the south. Let's see. Yep. All right. And then we have Garth and Valari near-ish. Garth, are you going to run when this thing is up in the air, or are you just going to stick near?
No, as soon as I launch it upwards, I'm going to use my move action essentially to run away.
Okay. I will give you a full action of movement in order to make that move.
Thank you.
And which direction do you want to run? Towards the road, opposite of the road, to the north where you had come from prior? So just to set up the scene, to the south is the body of water. Ari's on the other side. To the west is the road, about 80 to 100 feet. So Thadric's standing kind of up on the road at this point. And then to the north is some field that goes up and a little bit of wavy up and down with some light hills. And then to the east is the broken down homes.
I think I will go south to help protect Ari.
Okay, so you will be running around the water.
Yep.
Okay. Valari, at this point, now knowing where everyone's setting up, do you move anywhere, or are you just going to kind of wait till it drops right down near you?
No, so my plan is to make sure I always have a clear shot on the underside, staying away from the head. So I kind of want to stay to the back of it.
Okay, you will not know which direction it lands.
I know.
Okay.
That's why I've.
Okay, so where does that place you as we're making this fall, and then we can talk about all of this action to start the battle?
Well, I didn't really move. I guess
Okay.
I'm just where. I don't know.
You're gonna just kind of be near
Well,
where it
like,
could fall.
yeah, wherever he throws it, I want to like start moving to make sure that I have a good.
We are throwing straight up here. I will put you about 20-ish, 30-ish feet away from where he throws it.
Yeah, that looks
Okay.
good.
So, we're going to launch straight up. Garth, you do not need to roll anything for the launch. I do need you to roll 2 20s and tell me what they come up as.
2 20s?
Yeah.
I have an 18 on the dice and a 14 on the dice.
Okay. That helps me randomly position it, as it does catch a little wind, this light bottle, as it comes back down. It's not going to come immediately straight back.
Right.
And do you have enough D6s, or should we just click a button on screen so we just have it done quick?
I mean, I have 10 d6s.
All right. Roll them right now. And
I would really
we'll
like
go...
to, because I've never rolled this many dice before.
Oh, man. This is a lot of math. Oh, my.
Hold for math.
Hold for math. There is 10. There's another 10 for 20. There's another 10 for 30. 37 damage.
37 damage. All right. So, here we go. Valari and Astro back up just a little bit towards the road, getting what's attempted to be a clear eye on what's going on. Thadric retreats up to the road and stands watch, ready at 119 feet, roughly, from where this launched. And then Ari is about 65 or so feet from where this was launched. On the other side of the water, Garth tosses the vial up, briefly closes his eyes, and then snaps and gives a little flick up and just starts hauling it around the lake. And you see a glint of this bottle fly up into the air, and then you see a couple more glints, and it kind of wavers in the air, and you see it catch some wind. And as it falls back down, 37 damage of bludgeoning hits this snail. 36 of it transfers to the Hydra. And as the bottle comes crashing down, it crashes down a bit a bit east and to the south. So kind of following Garth just a tiny bit based on his roll.
And the glass from the bottle shatters and pierces its heart, and it dies on the spot, right?
Man, easy peasy. And that's how we end season 26 of this show. Thank you for all 18 years of watching, and we're out. So it does land, and it's about 30 feet behind you, Garth. It drops, and you hear the thud and explosion of this beast come up into form. I'm trusting that the auto sorting has worked here, given that everybody is at 16. As this 9-headed Hydra reforms, it is actually facing to the south, across the water. It does, in one of its heads, catch a glimpse of Garth. On one of its heads, it catches a glimpse of Ari. On a couple other of its heads, it does see Thadric, Valari, and Astro. So, you all are known in your positioning. At the top of the turn order is Ari.
Magic missile! I'm gonna send these little bitty things that's gonna poke it in the eye. No,
No, not
I'm
the
aiming
eye!
for the heart. To the heart.
To the heart. All right.
Well,
Oh, shoo. Our druid friend could suddenly make an appearance. Just saying.
Would my babe Would my chromatic orb be resolved before entering turn order? Because I had that
prep
ready.
them for
Yes.
when they hit.
Yes. So let's do the prep round.
Because
If the druid is able to just dial in with that code that we gave him before,
Oh my
I can fly him into the scene. If not, let's go through all of our prep stuff. So we're gonna go through turn order. Ari, you had prepped a magic missile, correct?
I had
So we're gonna use up your first of your 3 charges of magic missile. Please
Great.
roll damage on that.
8.
8 points of damage as the magic missiles come launching out and hit the Hydra as it gains form. Garth, you are running. Did you have anything prepped that you want to like fire up over your shoulder?
I mean, I was really focused on running. I could.
Keep running, little man.
Yeah, I'm a just dash. I'm
All
just
right.
gonna run.
So dashing.
All right, so
Run like the
we don't
wind.
have anything more than you just running, so you're not going to resolve anything additional as far as a prepped action here.
But I will
Valari,
get further away.
You will.
So I already had chromatic orb lightning sparking in my hands.
Yep.
So as this Hydra lands, there's just this huge flash of like lightning from my hands.
Yep. Please roll to hit.
It's a soft 20.
It's a soft 20.
Boom, boom.
Double. Yep. That
Right
does
in
hit.
the underside, like in its belly, because I don't have a shot of its like heart chest area.
Yep.
So it hits the underbelly, and I have 25 points of damage.
25 points of damage. All right. Perfect. It does land about 26 feet away from you.
Cool.
All right. We then go to Thadric. Thadric, do you have anything prepped?
Yep, I'm gonna drop that guiding bolt with the range of 120 feet.
All right. It is about 110 feet from you, based on where it
Molten
landed.
iron blasting
Molten
forth.
iron.
24 to hit.
24 to hit. It does hit. And this is yet another point to say, dear Druid, if you are flying in, now is your chance. If not, you're just here watching this party.
We just see a bear drop out of the sky. There's like a speck that turns into a human that turns into a bear.
34 damage
34 damage.
of radiant damage, sir.
34 radiant damage. All right, I'm putting that in. Okay, so we are to the top of the turn order with Ari.
Magic missile, yo.
Magic missile, second of the 3 charges.
Okay, this one rolls a little better. Okay. 10 with a
10.
roar! I've never seen one of these before. Not a fan.
Pretty scary.
Yeah.
So the missiles just kind of hit all across like the chest and shoulders of this thing. A few of the heads roar out a bit. Valari. Oh, sorry. Garth. I don't know why it skipped. There we go. You still keep running?
I think he will take another move action because now he's got 4 total getting around the lake. And he's going to. Oh, that would be funny. No, that's fine. Darn, I'm too far away.
Your straight is
Yeah, what is my straight distance? Because I'm moving around a lake. But
You're
yeah,
moving around a lake. Your straight distance, you're getting close to Ari at this point. Your straight distance is about 50 feet.
I'm gonna turn around
All right?
and I'm gonna cast grease.
Okay. A 10-foot area of grease.
Underneath this, a 10-foot square centered on a point within range, just right under those front feet of a Hydra.
The
You do
Hydra's
you, boo.
The Hydra's feet are about 10 feet across, so you'll be able to clip the inner toes, or you'll be able to solidify a hit on one.
All right. Well, let me get. So I could either just barely get 2 feet, or definitely get 1 foot.
Yes.
I'm definitely going to get 1 foot then.
Okay.
Because then you'd still. I mean, you have to roll a dex save
All right.
on that one.
You get front 2 feet, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, no matter what, I think the save is rolled.
Yeah.
The save is rolled. I think because it does have 3 of 4 feet, I'm going to roll that at advantage, because 3 of 4 feet are on solid land.
Well, now, just to clarify, because you were saying the feet were about 10. Could I get 2 feet?
You
Okay.
could like touch the toes, and it would be almost pointless.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought.
The
I
front
want to
feet are closer
definitely
together
get.
than the back feet.
How do you think like a horse works? Just
It's
picture
not a metal Hydra,
The
is it?
front 2 feet are closer than the.
Not a metal Hydra, no.
The front 2 feet of a horse are
Oh,
closer
I get what
together
you're. I get what you're saying.
than the
Like,
back 2
like
feet.
like this distance.
Yeah,
and this distance.
The way
10, 10, 10.
the way that dragons are drawn, which this is perfect.
20 feet
You
long.
look here at a dog; their front feet are a little bit further apart, unlike a horse, and their back feet are a little bit closer together. There's some puppy hiney right there. She's spreading the legs. But what happens is, as a dragon is formed after like a dog, their chest is more barrel shaped, so their legs are further apart. So here is your Hydra, Chad.
Gotcha.
Could you put it under the back 2 feet then? Is what I'm asking. Are there any 2 feet?
What is your range?
That's the
on
thing
that?
is the back 2 feet. If the front is
The back
50 feet away, the back 2 feet would be 70 feet away, which is
about 70. Yeah, it's too far.
Okay.
All right. So
Okay.
roll at advantage. Do you?
Lizards are equidistant, is what Witch Doctor says. So yes, the front and back feet. Then I guess at this point.
Yeah, but he's a
would-
penguin, Witch Doctor.
Oh,
Yeah. What does he know about
You
lizards?
can't really trust him.
Also,
Penguin.
Nathan,
I
I
mean-
can't get that song out of my head now.
You're welcome.
so you're gonna put it under 1 foot.
Yep.
And this is a dex save, correct?
Yes.
All right, that is a 15.
Oh!
So close.
It's a 14 to save. I couldn't.
14 to save.
Oh, darn. Do I have? I got nothing. I already used that. Okay. Wait, can I use my 1 gold star that you gave me earlier to give you a -2?
You may use the 1 gold star to purchase a candy bar at the canteen when we open after COVID.
Perfect. I'm writing that down.
Perfect. Next in the turn order is Valari.
Great. So I fired a spell. So that I assume that means my wild magic would have brought back
What
the
level?
one I. It was level 3.
Oh, yeah.
So it would have brought
Your wild
back the
magic
one
surges.
I
Yep.
muted.
Yep.
Cool. So all I know is that I think I have a little bit better defense.
Yes.
Great.
You have it for probably 5 or 6 rounds.
Okay.
To the best of your
perfect.
knowledge.
Perfect. So I'm gonna move, 35 feet like back and around because I'm kind of facing the side right now. So I'm gonna move back and around.
Okay, trying to move to a hindquarters.
Yeah.
Okay, I will
Um,
update that.
and then I'm gonna go ahead and continue with my chromatic orb, casting that at a 21.
Wow, that hits.
And right, and 25 damage again. So again, there's like this huge flash of lightning just bursting from my hand towards the thing. And I'm gonna yell out to Astro, just stay away from the heads.
It's Astro's turn next, and he does end up just following you as this giant creature is scaring him a bit.
Yeah.
He just barks at it and stays back as the small pup doesn't know what to do with a 9-headed lizard monster.
He knows what to do with a dragon, but not a Hydra.
There's too many heads. Way too many heads.
So many.
But, I can send your pup in with his 23 hit points.
No, it's fine. No,
Okay,
I was just saying. I gave him. He's still his own dog, right? So I just told him what I think he should do. But
Yeah. Okay. So. Fun times. It's Hydra's turn. Now, the Hydra rushes forward straight into the water and is now sitting a bit closer. He's about 30 feet out from where Ari and Garth are, as he's chasing the moving target of Garth that is running straight in front of him. He does get super close in terms of the heads are not too far up and above you, that with little effort, you fear the worst. Thadric, it is your turn.
Oh,
I would like to move 30 feet closer toward the
Okay.
Hydra.
Perfect. So
And-
you'll move down the road, kind of parallel with him, to keep a little bit of your upper ground.
And then, I don't know if you know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to guiding bolt at the second level this time.
Oh, second level guiding bolt. Here we go.
'Cause these are the things I can do from far away.
Mhm.
That, my
Maybe
friend,
she does.
is a nat 20.
yeah, baby.
I just wish it was on the higher one.
Are we rolling these on D&D Beyond right now? Can someone share their screen? Just kidding. I
We
gotta see this.
We should set up that space between you and Ari. Somehow get all the die rolls there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down. Well, I just need to
we
figure
got
out
to
how to
figure
do
out the
it.
tech. We got to figure it
Gotta
out.
figure it out. Fun challenge.
So what?
That'll be
That's max plus a roll, right?
Mhm.
That's your max damage
Okay, so
plus
it's gonna
your
be
roll.
30 plus, and there's some ones in there. 25.
30 plus 25, so that's 55 points of damage.
Come on.
Hello.
And then nothing.
And then nothing.
Then I will do
Alright.
nothing.
All right. You see the guiding bolt hit and cause some searing down the side of this Hydra. Back to the top of the turn order with Ari.
I'm gonna run my full movement because I don't like it getting close,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna fire my last magic missile. So I'm like running,
Into the woods.
basically.
You're running south. Yep.
Yep, running south.
Fire your magic missile. This is your third charge.
Yes.
I believe in you.
Okay, that's a little better. 13.
13 points of damage.
Nice.
All right.
I just want to quick interject. I'm not being weird. My dog is playing tug.
That's why
She's like
shaking
forcing
off
it,
screen.
and I
Yep.
have to, or else she's gonna eat all the carpet. So
All right. At this point, you could say that we do have bloodied on the Hydra.
We've done like 200 points of damage. He's just now bloodied.
He has 9 heads.
To be fair, it's been one round.
but he's bloodied. Yeah.
Yeah, you
Like we've done a ton to him already.
I'm not going to
Yeah.
say anything else. I'm
Garth,
out my
it's your turn.
Yeah, throwing axes. Come on, throw an axe. It's my turn, and you said these guys got real close.
Yeah, to the point where any closer and they'd be breathing down your neck.
Perfect. So, I'm going to cast Expeditious Retreat on myself.
Okay.
When I cast it as a bonus action, I can take the dash action. So essentially, I'm now moving 3 times my normal speed, and I do that away from the Hydra.
Away, so the same direction as Ari.
So, yeah,
Unless you want to run east away from her.
you know what? I'll break. Well, I was running south, right?
Yep, you're running south to get around the lake. Yep.
East would be. I'll break left. I'll be like, nope. Don't you go after my friend. I'm the bait.
All right. So you're running, what, 90 feet?
I think something like that. I can't find. I will say on my tablet version, I cannot. Oh, there's my speed. Oh, I'm only moving 75 feet.
75 feet. Okay. So you're running east, away from the road and away from Ari.
Yep.
Back
Nice.
kind of, not towards the homes, but kind of south of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Towards the town.
All right.
And I'm
Alright.
kind of doing like one of those like, hey, you over here, kind of like Merry and Pippin, like run, And I'm just like,
How?
I'm gonna find a rock to pick up and throw real soon.
Okay.
How's the salted pork?
Is it like 100 feet in front of me now? Then
It's about 70 feet in front of you.
70.
Yes, because you were going around behind it and it went only 30.
Cool. So I don't have to move right now. So,
What did you exclaim?
I said electrocute the water.
I am firing chromatic orb lightning again. Of course. I don't think I ever stopped with the blue. So let's cast that. That's a nat 20 for a solid 27.
Okay. Do you damage?
Grab
It's
some main, yo!
5d8s.
Grab some mania!
5d8s, yep. Roll.
Yeah, 5d8s and then
So 40 plus whatever.
plus 4, I think it is.
Please tell me this is still lightning.
Oh wait, it's rolling.
She always said
10d8s
lightning.
for me. Maybe don't add. Oh, it added 2d8s.
Interesting. Try and reroll. Learning all the tools.
I'll just roll 5d8s
All right, do it.
because I don't know enough about how to fix that. Let's see. 10, 12, 14, plus 7, 20, 21, plus 5 is 26.
Okay. So 66 points of damage.
Lightning in water? Is that what this is?
It is, but it doesn't seem to do much as we hit the Hydra. I mean, you can either hit the water or you can hit the Hydra,
Yeah.
and we'll do a little electricity, but it's not like a
Like an
huge
extra half
source.
point?
I'll give an extra
Half a
3/4 point so we can round up. If no, wait, it still rounds down.
Yeah.
I'll give you 9/10 of a point for style. Astro is still next to you, and he growls and kind of moves forward a little bit.
Bits, 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 bits.
Bits. Thanks for the bits, gobshite.
I'm just hyped about Hydra killing.
He
Hyped
was
about
so
Hydra
excited
killing.
about that nat 20.
Kill the Hydra, kill the Hydra. Well, it's the Hydra's turn. Garth, you do distract one of the heads of the Hydra, but as you're moving so quickly away, one head watches you and the other 8 focus on Ari, who's straight ahead still, who was running away as well. It chases down Ari and is able to attack with 6 of its 9 heads. So
I tried.
it's about 15 feet away from you, Ari, and it's got a 20-foot reach. As those heads come chomping down at you,
I tried.
let me roll for damage. Oh, for hits first. What's that?
For hits, how many are there? How many hits are you rolling?
Try your shield.
Oh, I'm rolling for 6 of them.
I'm okay.
I'm 120 feet away, remember?
Can you tell me what each one is?
The die or the? I mean, if you're
The
gonna
die.
cast it, you have to cast it.
No,
with-
it's bend luck. Don't I
Okay.
get to know like if I have to use it or not?
Oh, that seems
When another
cheatsy,
creature you
but-
see makes an attack roll, an ability check, or saving throw, you can use your reaction and spend points.
Okay, so you can do one. As
Yeah.
a reaction.
You can do so after the roll, but before
Okay.
any effects occur.
All right,
It literally
perfect.
says
So
this.
it's 17 on the die.
That bend that one. Okay.
Beckham.
That takes 2 points off.
So it's 15 on the die. And a +8 to hit.
Oh wait,
23.
yeah, that's 15 on the die. Ooh, didn't remember that part. I thought that was
Oh.
it. I thought what she was saying was that it was a reroll. I don't understand sorcerers. The weird-
9 points
No, it's bend
of
luck.
piercing damage
I don't
from
know that one.
head number 1. That one is a miss. So head number 2 is a miss.
I'm dead.
Head number 3 is 18.
I'm gonna bend the luck on that.
You can
one.
only do once. You only
Yeah,
have
you
one
can do
reaction.
one reaction.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a reaction.
How many?
Also,
18. 18.
I tried.
Does that hit?
18 total.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said 18 points of damage.
No, 18 is the hit. Armor class.
Yes, 18 hits.
Okay.
I don't have my shield.
She get a
That
shield.
gives you 6 points of piercing.
She took her two-handed weapon out.
It's a 19 on the die, so that's going to hit. That is a 12 points of piercing.
I tried, Ari.
I did too. I tried to lead it away.
This one misses, and the final head misses as well.
Okay.
Well, that's good. At least.
I shout from across the lake. Fun fact! I didn't take Revivify today.
Gave her a healing potion though.
That's your job.
That is
That's
your
your
job.
job.
You're fired!
You don't pay me.
We haven't gotten to the end of the mission yet. That's how adventuring works.
All right. Here we go. Next up is Cedric.
Guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna
Don't
guiding
know.
bolt
Guiding
as the
bolt.
second level.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
A 17's not gonna hit, I don't think though.
17
Yeah.
hits.
Oh heck yeah. Heck yeah.
Heck yeah.
21. Liquid iron.
Liquid iron again hits and melts down the sides of this Hydra. Some of it stays on, some of it sears off into the water. Ari, it is your turn.
I'm going to dash. Wait, can I dash and take my potion, or I would have to?
You're engaged currently.
You're engaged.
When's the wedding?
I'm going to. Okay, here's what I want to do. You can tell me what I can do.
Mhm.
I want
To live.
to like
Can
drop my. I'm dropping my great axe.
Mm-hmm.
I'm grabbing. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm grabbing my shield, and I am going to do second wind. So
Second win.
yes, I'm getting hit points back before you kill me.
Is second wind an action?
She
Bonus.
says,
Bonus. Perfect.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because the dropping and full pull of shield will take basically your action.
You got it.
Okay. Well, you'll still probably kill me if heads come, but I think that's all I can do. Yes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Great.
Okay. So, Garth, you are about 80 feet away, and the Hydra is engaging with Ari.
Okay. I think Garth is going to be running away, expecting to have it follow him.
Mhm.
It does.
Then you hear some terrible sounds behind you.
Yeah, I hear gnashing of teeth, weeping and gnashing of teeth. Pretty.
Just remember, I did not want to fight this thing.
I understand. That's why I was trying to lead it away from everyone. So
No, you ran away and made me the easy target.
look, I ran in a direction. I didn't think it would follow me.
You didn't think it would follow you? Then
I'm
why?
Oh, you're like the tiniest, cutest
Look,
thing.
I can't explain everything right now. I'm also taking a turn. I can't battle wits while I'm taking a turn.
Liability.
Would you like me to try and save you or take my turn? Because I can't do both. I can't save you and take a turn. No. All right.
How do we fit liability onto an emo?
I am going to. I believe I'm going to have to cast a spell. I'm just trying to see if how it how it rolls. Okay. All right. I'm going to try and tick it off by I will so I guess it all depends on how this all works, because I technically still have the expeditious retreat up. So I'm going to move back towards it 50 feet to be close enough. Or I guess I want to move close enough to where, I'll paint it this way.
Apologies.
The Hydra's getting mad.
Yeah.
I want to move close enough to where I, would have to, it moving towards me to engage with me would pull it away from Ari, is the idea.
Okay. I mean, depending on what you do, you would probably want to be a tasty morsel, meaning enough that it could probably hit you or be very close to hitting you in its turn.
Okay.
That's
I want to essentially make it like hey, if I take 2 steps towards it, making it 2 steps away from Ari to give her that distance to run away. That's how close I want to be. I'm just barely out of your reach. Bet you can't catch me, type thing.
Okay. Yeah.
So I move up to that point.
So you would want to be probably 30 to 40 feet from it.
Yeah. So I can move back there with because that's just my bonus action helps me. Right now I can use a bonus action to dash.
Yep.
And then I get to the point and then I can cast a spell, which is going to be another concentration spell. And so my expeditious retreat is going to go away.
Okay.
But what I'm going to do is cast Melf's Minute Meteors. So all of a sudden, these bright lights are going to pop up around me, swirling around my head like, hey, looky here. And then 2 of them, oh, no, look. When I cast the spell, as a bonus action on each of my turns thereafter, I can expend 1 or 2 of the meteors. So as I read that, it takes 1 action to cast, and I can't also use 2. I'm blanking on how we've done this in the past. Do I usually cast it and then send 4?
You usually cast it, and I think you can send 1 or 2 on the first round.
Okay.
I think.
Well, I'm just because I'm trying to do it. This is player Nathan, who's not as accustomed as Garth Nathan.
Yep.
Essentially, if I knew that I wouldn't be able to hit it while also using that expeditious retreat to get closer, then I would use a different spell.
Yeah. You would know that you can do one or the other.
Okay. Then I will move up to hopefully draw its attention and cast a fire bolt at it.
Move up meaning only 25 feet of the 75-ish that you are away?
No, I would move up. I wouldn't want to do minute meteors anymore. I would want to move up close enough to be the morsel and then cast firebolt.
Okay. So you have moved up. You are 35 feet away. You can cast firebolt at that point if you wish.
Okay. Come on, dice. Come on.
You're a little snack.
Yeah. Lucky.
You have a reroll still from Sarah?
No, I had to use all of that last week. Yeah, I was hoping to not have to use my portent. All right, let me really quick mark off. I'm going to use 1 more lucky.
Well, we got some resubs coming in here.
Angry Witch Doctor going off.
Angry Witch Doctor's jumping in.
Dang!
Roman Skis brother, Nighthawk 2000, Jellabelby, the Dat Network,
Whoa,
Lindsarton. So we are currently 4 subs away. If we can get 4 more sub points, we can unlock another emote slot.
Heyo.
Nice.
So just putting that in the world.
4 more.
Just putting it out.
Or more. Get
Some of you lurkers had been found out, so thank you for lurking. Welcome to the inmates crew. Now that you're a sub, Penguin Witch Doctor, we're gonna wait a second. You get to let us know who gets that nat 20, and if you want to give it to Garth to save the situation, or if you want to give it to me to finish the situation. Lindsay gets it. Here we go. Lindsay will be up just after Garth.
That's gonna be good.
I had a pencil to write this down.
My firebolt hits for just 8 damage.
8 damage. All right.
But I did move up and I hit it, and I'm trying to draw that attention.
Okay.
And so I technically do still have Expeditious Retreat on. Because
Okay, cool.
because I did not need to cast another concentration.
Alrighty. Valari's turn.
Now, I have an idea of what I want to do. I'm definitely going to use that D20, but I don't know statistics. And I
Okay.
want to know if you guys like 68s or 96s better.
Is this for damage?
Yeah.
I think
Well,
it's 96.
I mean, on a D8, you've got 3 chances to roll the max on a D6. 3 and 8.
So the 68s.
So a little under half versus you have a 1 in 6 chance to roll max damage. Potentially, there's more damage. But
Yeah, if you
in
roll max
D8s.
damage with 96s, it's more than max damage with 68s.
So yeah, the way that you usually see this in like rule books or various other things, you'll take the damage die and you'll half it because you could average out to half. So you get 24 points average for your 68s, and what was the 96s?
Mhm.
So it would be 27 points on your 96s because that would be 3 times 9. So you technically have a better damage output from the 9.
Cool. So we're just going to cast a lightning bolt then. So I switch from chromatic orb. You probably don't notice much of a difference. How far away am I actually?
You are about 65 feet away right now.
I actually don't know the range on this.
I believe it's
100 feet.
Oh, okay. So you can still hit it.
Cool. So there's
What-
probably no visible notice, but
What level?
it's a level 4 spell.
Okay.
Well, it's actually level 3, but I only don't have any more level 3, so we're going with my
Might
level
as
4.
well. Might as well.
So we're going level 4, lightning, it just surges out, just this bright flash, 100 feet. So the whole field is just like blinding.
I'm imagining what, like in Harry Potter, when the wands are sparking and like oozing and shooting off. That's what this is kind of looking like.
But maybe a little bit more intense.
Okay.
Because it is a nat 20.
Yeah.
Well-
So I get,
Wait. Time out. It's a lightning bolt, right?
yeah.
I need to. So we need you to have all the information. I believe a lightning bolt is a dexterity save, not a roll to hit. So if that's the case, you want to go with that chromatic orb.
Oh, it
Let's
is.
see.
Oh, it is.
Then yes, that is.
So
the
I
I've
don't
never
need
used
that
that
nat
spell. So,
Stick with
alright.
chromatic orb if you got a
Chromatic
nat
orb.
20.
Then we'll do
Good
that.
catch.
Yeah.
Okay, so it looks the
Yeah.
same. So nothing I said really changes. Because I use lightning when I cast chromatic orb. So we do 68s plus 4, plus I'm gonna roll 6 more d8s. 2. If I can find them.
No.
3.
So we're starting with
Four,
base damage of
5.
52.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, baby.
You hear that?
Oh,
Let's see.
Thank you, Penguin Witch Doctor.
16,
Just in the nick of time.
20, plus another 26.
Not your biggest damage output. Could
I-
have been better.
I know. I don't know how I managed that.
but
Must have been miscalculation.
But what is
But
your
I
final
don't-
number? 26 plus 52?
It's 78.
78 points of damage. This ball of crackling energy just grows in size, and you see the grass stand upright under it as it just gets like pulled upwards with the electrical nature, and it as you'd expect, it kind of slows down as it gets and gets size, and just hits and engulfs this Hydra. And you see it shock up a handful of the necks. One of the heads pops and explodes and withers off. Another pops and withers off. And then another just kind of bursts off and lands right at Ari's feet. It falls over, and the whole pond crackles a bit. And then the Hydra floats up on its side, and we have killed this.
I cast animate. No.
I kind of just
go into another round.
I'm like pretty tired now.
Valari, I need you to roll wild magic for me.
Oh really? Oh,
Yes.
that's fair.
That was a lot of energy expended as you blasted this.
I know. I'm like feeling it. 3 level 3s and a level 4, all at like really high.
Oh, now that you remind me, you should roll it twice. Just once is fine.
Well, I did technically surge
Yep.
at the beginning, so 73.
73.
You wait,
Isn't
73.
Isn't that what I rolled earlier?
You rolled like
No.
72 earlier, I think.
Yeah, you.
Yeah, and they're like in increments of 2 or the one I saw was.
Okay, so I had to offset it because that wouldn't work right now. You're not in battle.
Yeah.
What you get is you feel a bit of a burning sensation ripple down your hands and into your hooves as well, and down your tail. And as your tail flicks and touches the grass, the grass catches on fire. You've also seen this when you were quite younger. You know, for the next couple minutes, anything flammable that you touch that isn't worn by yourself will catch fire and take fire damage.
So the grass is on
So
fire.
the grass is on fire around you, and it looks kind of epic as this burning central smoky area is just kind of emanating from the tiefling that's not taking damage from fire. After you just launched this
But
big
they're all
electric-
away from
Yeah.
me, so I'm just like sitting in the field because I'm like
Astro,
tired, and I'm like, Astro, don't touch me.
he's backing up as the flames are coming out at him a little bit, and he's looking a bit confused, and then sits there and just stares at you as bits of grass catch fire. Ari, you are covered a bit in slime from the heads popping, and there's a head next to you, and the battle is over.
Can I run up and give Ari some healing?
That you may.
Because she looks like she needs it.
Yeah.
Can I use thaumaturgy and just be like, I hope everyone's okay?
I mean, do you have that as a bonus action because of your tiefling?
It's a cantrip tiefling.
There you go.
Ari, you
So,
get 10 back.
Okay.
Valari shouts, I hope you're all okay.
And then she sees a mage hand rise into the air and a thumbs up.
Cedric?
Question.
Yes.
How much of said Hydra is there? Would there be enough to potentially craft for a talented blacksmith and another talented blacksmith, maybe 2 sets of Hydra armor?
I was
2 sets of Hydra armor. There's enough leather and scale for you to grab some. There are some leftover drying racks that didn't get really touched that were used for fish if you wish to spend a little time trying to do that. Yeah, you could harvest it. It's just floating in the water.
Yeah, I mean, I think we pull it out and we take all its parts.
Yep.
There you go. There you go.
All those
Wait.
Hydra teeth. We don't
No.
know when we're going to use
I
them.
want a fang.
There you go. There's
You could,
I was
you could have
trying-
a
I was
whole
sitting
head.
here.
there's like I think
No, I can't
think-
carry that in my pot. I just want a fang.
3 of the heads popped, so there's still 6 more for you to do what you need to. Garth, this is a wonderful time to study if you wish.
I will be doing that.
I think where we're at, all of this will take the rest of the day. It is about lunchtime.
I don't think
So
we're
we-
doing anything else.
You guys are sitting here studying this, and
They are.
pulling it
I'm
apart.
laying out in the field burning.
Yeah. After a couple minutes, that stops, and you're able to carry on. And you begin the process of describing what you want to do and what you want to create, and pulling in this Hydra and working on it. Is there anything else some of you want to do if you aren't studying or cutting apart the Hydra for parts or ripping out fangs? Because why not?
I just wanted one thing, and then I'm gonna sit there and rest while they're doing whatever they are doing.
Cool.
I mean, I think we could all use a Hydra tooth. I think if we all carry one of those just as a uniting symbol.
What if we called ourselves the Hydras? Cut one of us down and we grow back twice as strong.
We go,
Hail Hydra.
this is the thing, we see each other, we go, Hail Hydra!
Oh man.
It's a bad guy thing in our world, but it's kind of awesome here.
Yeah.
We can change it for good. Yeah,
There you go.
I think we're Hydra. Because we've got members around, like, if you did cut me down and Rumiel heard about it, he would come in and Draklin would come in my place.
And you have to go like this. You have to go, Hail Hydra.
Man.
And
For
just
those
like
of you who
that.
are listening on the podcast, it was a dab, so it's
We dab.
Hail Hydra.
Yeah.
Hey, Hydra.
Yo,
One
Hydra!
of my biggest
Yo.
concerns about group unity is solved.
As
Grab some mane, Hydra.
I'm done. Good luck. This is what you guys were talking about earlier. Figure out what to do without a DM. I nominate any one of you. No.
All right, so
So you all walk into a bar. Perfect. This is a great spot to end the session as you're doing your Hydra gutting and cleaning and whatnot.
And then resting.
Yeah, and resting. We'll talk offline what that means, but I'll allow you to take some time here, set up your tent, and get full rest.
I will
Yes.
say just for the people as well. I know we're gonna do some talking offline, but like our day, we're only how many hours into our day?
It's lunchtime.
It's barely even lunchtime. at
Yeah,
this
so
point.
it's barely lunchtime. So yeah, just for those listening and watching, it'll be interesting to see if we pick offline, like, did we short rest or long rest after this? Because we could long rest, but we do have a very important mission of getting to this town and protecting it. So
yeah.
we
I
could
mean-
very well take a short rest. Again, it'll be, there's a lot that'll happen.
For those of you listening, it'll only be a week. You get to see us next week when we
Yep.
play our first February episode.
That's like less than 7 days.
That is less than
this
7
point.
days. We're 6 days and 21 hours away, or less. Awesome. So we're gonna end here, and we'll chat offline so we don't bore you with the no I want to. But as you are gutting this Hydra and you're an hour or so in, you do notice a few carts kind of passing by on the road and slowing down, and then hustling very quickly, going in different directions as it seems that people catch sight of the mayhem and realize something big happened, and they're either hustling off for safety or they're going to the next town to tell people that they saw a dragon or a Hydra or something that was murdered and destroyed. So maybe there will be some tales as soon as you guys hit town. Yeah. Anything from the rest of you all? Otherwise, I'm gonna finish my little thing here. Check out our social. We are announcing next week who our winner is for the contest. I won't go into all the details of the contest again, other than go to Instagram. There's a post. It's the Valentine's Day giveaway, because hopefully when we get this out to the winner,
So much.
we love you guys so much. But hopefully when we get this out to the winner, if things work out, you can have it for Valentine's Day. So you can be enjoying your brew and playing with Encounter Plus on Valentine's. So go register and say hi there. Hop on our Discord. We love chatting with you all. There's a lot going on in Discord that you can recap some of the episodes, talk about some of the other episodes we've had in the past, talk about how much of liability certain people may or may not be. And then
Wait, what?
cast. Anything else from the rest of you? Any shows, anything we need to know about?
I got a podcast, a Pathfinder podcast dropping early Wednesday morning.
Drop it.
So you can watch our Discord for that.
Yeah.
excited to
Jared,
do that one.
Jared, what is the title of that podcast so people
You'll be able
know?
to find it anywhere you find podcasts under Bedlam and Discord.
What's the name of it?
Bedlam and Discord.
Bedlam and Discord.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Are
We
we?
said find it
Well, that
anyhow.
particular adventure is called. We're running through the Rise of the Rune Lords adventure path, and it's called Bad Runes Rising.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
And as we're closing out, stick around just a second. Jared will kick us off into another Twitch channel if there's a good one streaming. So hold tight. We're going to raid someone else. All the love that you've shown us here tonight, we want to pass that off to another stream, even if it's just for a few minutes to say hi to them and encourage another group. So hold tight. We'll get a notice here in a second that says we're going to another channel. And what are we picking?
We are
tonight?
going to Dork Tales. They
Tales.
are playing.
I like the sound of that.
They are playing D&D. It looks like, and they're only about 20 minutes in. So
Yes.
Oh, there you go. You got a whole nother story you can jump into.
yeah.
Yeah. Jump in, say hi, let them know that we sent you, and we'll see you again in a week.
Yeah.
1 week.
Bye, guys.
See ya.
See ya.